Hello. I just saw my hair again. And welcome to the humanity where we do the things with the stuff for the people. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tommy, and I also saw your hair again. And we shared a laugh.
I just ran outside to get something,
Ran really fast, I see.
and it was going like this. And so now it's just like,
Does your hair need a sports bra?
I don't know, maybe.
That almost made sense, maybe. Hey, so, welcome, folks, to our little Wednesday night hangout that we do here for the shits and the giggles, I think. So, man, we got people here already. And once again, like, Spooky's not here first. I'm concerned again. But, actual first in the chat, Emberlyn, Mother of Dragons. I guess being a Mother of Dragons means you get to be first in line. I mean, that seems fair.
Yeah, if you've got a dragon, you're first.
And good to know we've our opening music got all the robots in the chat turned on. So, all right. I mean, you gotta make more robots somehow. So we're just doing our part. Hello,
Why are the
Adrian.
robots?
Hello, tilting windmill.
Why are the robots turned on by elevator music?
I don't know. Apparently, we should ask True Alpha Noob because if they're not a robot, they at least speak robot. So,
Okay, that's good.
So. I'm not sure if I recognize True Alpha Noob, but if not, welcome. I mean, I guess also welcome if I do recognize you. But yes, people have noticed my new little background element.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This is let's see, which way am I going here? The Ally Space Pride flag from our good friend and friend of the show, Ember, aka Better Than Ember. She has been making a series of pride flags with like actual like NASA space picture. I don't know if these are officially NASA, but they're pictures of space things, like as all the individual stripes. So, and she made an ally flag apparently because I requested it. But
cool.
Yeah, but yeah, and if people aren't familiar with Ember, I mean, first of all, the hell. But yeah, she has her channel Better Than Ember. Among other things, does daily live streams at 11 a.m. Eastern called I can't remember what it's actually called. I just remember it's Triple D.
Triple D.
Deep dive somethings. I don't know. We're basically just learning about all kinds of cool shit.
Duck dive and dodge.
You can dip, duck, dive, and dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ember. I don't know. But once again, coming in clutch, Aunt Jer in the chat with the link to where you can get your very own. They come in flags. They also come in stickers. You can get. There's other like non-space pride related things that are stored. I also like the same time I bought this, I bought the Survivor mug that proceeds for which go. I think it's the RAINN Foundation, RAINN. I think it's for like support for like victims and survivors of abuse. So putting my money towards a good cause for that, and for buying the flag, putting my money towards the good cause of making sure Ember can eat. So
yeah, we want Ember fed.
All right. Oh, deep dives daily. Thank you, Andrew. Man. I know it is still light out, but hey, you made it, and that's all right. We were running a little late too, so it's all good.
Yeah, I was trying to do geometry for wallpaper rolls needed.
Yeah. See, Matt also trying to eat. You know, it was Matt's job related things needed done, but yes, you are correct. Noise ending. That is a really awesome flag. So, and you can get your own right over there. All right. Oh yes, and she does like the garlic bread, but I mean, most people do, I think. But all right,
I miss having Texas toast. I can't have it because of all the dairy in it.
Yeah,
but
it does.
That stuff was awesome. Yeah, you can't eat the paste anymore either. It used to be wheat paste back in the day.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess you could technically eat it. Uh,
How
ooh.
about when it contained horse? Could you eat that?
Well, it was in glue form, so I don't know. I don't even know if you could actually eat it. I think I was scraping off old wheat paste today in somebody's house, and it was kind of doughy. You know, when it got like wet enough,
Yeah.
like that's weird and gross. The new stuff you can't
Makes it.
like polyester based.
Yeah. Yeah, being doughy, that makes sense, I guess, if it is wheat. I remember there was one house that we had when we were living up in Columbus. We were doing a lot of work too, and it involved like basically the whole house was wallpapered, and we were taking it all down. And it was a very old house, but we could tell like the best way I can describe it is just the glue just smelled like this was probably made with horse.
Yeah,
So it was
smells like former animals.
yeah, kind of gross. So
Did it
yeah,
did it come off in nasty strips? Some of it stuck to the wall real bad, or did it come off?
I honestly don't remember.
Because
This
either comes off
was
like nice and easy, or it's just you're fighting it the whole fucking time.
I don't know. This was like 12 years ago, almost 12 years ago now. Wow, maybe just 11. Yeah, and it's also some things I may be trying to block out from my memory.
Well, yeah, you
But
got to do that sometimes.
speaking of things I'd like to block out from my memory, hey, Kip is here.
What is the abomination?
I think that's his dog Dagon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, but Andrew has a question for the match. How long have you been
Uh,
dairy free?
a few years at least, maybe 5 years. Yeah, it like gives me depression the next day.
Hmm.
It's just like I can I can have goat dairy, like goat cheese and stuff,
Hmm.
which is if you combine like goat cheese with the like the dairy free cheese at this local pizza place we have, like in their calzone, it's very very good.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
but yeah, like cow dairy free because it causes the depression the next day. Sometimes for a couple of days if I have a
Hmm.
lot.
That's interesting. It's just the cows. Hmm.
Yeah, it's the cow milk protein. Beef also doesn't sit real well with me.
Uh,
Literally in my stomach. Does not sit well.
hmm. Well, we're gonna need to go take some revenge on cows. Is that what you're saying?
It would be pretty fun to punch a cow. Because like unless you punch it like square in the face, like you could probably punch it in his jaw and it'd be like the fuck. Like it wouldn't do anything. You could probably like right in the side and it would just be like "Moo."
I mean, if you're behind it, it might kick you or something. But
Well, right, but
yeah,
like they notoriously cannot move their legs this way out to the side. So like if you just
right.
like punch them like square in the ribs, it's just gonna walk away.
They probably judge you, but yeah, but probably make dairy-free Texas toast. There's an idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But it's still not the best. There's like a cow dairy funk. You know the funk everybody realizes is in goat cheese because they're not used to it. Well, like if I try to have some cow dairy milk now, like it's just not. I can taste the udder. It's
Ah,
like I can taste the
interesting.
cow.
Yeah, see, I had maybe I don't know, maybe a similar experience. So for those who know, like several years ago, I had cancer. But when I was on chemotherapy, I guess chemo can sometimes like affect your taste buds. One of the worst effects is for like a good few weeks, I did not want bacon, which just felt
Oh
very sad.
no! And you're like,
But
that gets scary because were you worried it would stay?
well, no, I was under the impression that this was all just temporary. But the weirdest part was whenever I ate beef, like it tasted. a little different, but the best way I can think to describe it is it just tasted like I was eating a cow, like not beef. It just tasted like I was eating a cow.
Yeah, there's
And
just
it
something
was
about it where you're like,
unsettling.
this tastes a little bit like how cows smell, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like goat
Yep.
cheese stands out a lot for me. Like it just, it's like yeah, there's a little bit of like barnyard goat in here.
See, I bet. Yeah. See, people didn't know they were coming to the Dairy Talk stream tonight, but
No, oat
you
milk
think
is
oat milk?
great. Like Oatly brand is very good.
Yeah, and you did not say "while" too many times. I think it's just fine.
Yeah, I
But
did.
well, yeah, maybe Kip, maybe you would hurt your hand. You wuss.
He's got the Canadian baby hands.
I
You
like how
need,
you say that as if that's just a thing. Oh yes, oh the Canadian baby hands, of course.
yeah,
That's
you need tiny man hands like our president. Look at those beefy baby knuckles.
speaking of our president, he was in town today.
Was he?
Yeah, yeah. He first he went up to Reading and then drove down to northern Kentucky for
The fuck was he doing in Reading? He had to go. He had to go to one
visiting.
of our local sundown towns with the sundown laws. You know, black people can't be out at night because it's
Yeah,
hard to see him or something. I don't know. Maybe that's why it was scary.
right, right. Well, at least Kip agrees. But this is good to know from Andrew. Never had a cow udder in your mouth. All right, solid life decisions there. I like
Yeah,
that.
but you know how like being that close to a cow probably smells, right?
Hmm. I have been that close to cow.
Yeah,
It
you can
is.
taste the cow smell a little bit in milk.
Mm. Yeah, that's what it was like for me in just eating beef. But also we got a Tory. Hello.
Hello,
So
Tori Wansiger.
yeah, I think it's
Vansiger.
Swansiger. Yes.
Tori Swansiger. Oh, for some reason I was thinking your first name was Taurus, even though you said Tori. Tommy.
Yeah, that's the first time I read it. I still kind of see it as Taurus sometimes. But anywho, all right. So what are you drinking there, Matt?
I'm drinking Black Raja,
Ah,
and
solid.
this might be the best black IPA I've had.
It is really good.
Yeah,
So yeah, me too. I think maybe the only one that would pop for me that would probably overtake would be Stone's Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale, but they barely make that anymore. So that was
yeah,
also
that
like a bit of a stronger one. This one is a much better like everyday, just
yeah,
drinking all the time. Yeah,
and it doesn't taste as dark as it looks. Like it tastes
yeah,
like dark malt, but not like near black.
yeah. It's got a little bit of like roasty character to it, like kind of
Mhm.
similar to a stout maybe ish, but yeah, really good. Um,
Kip has a new
so
beer.
yeah, but yeah. Right, well, you can tell us about it in a minute. First, I have a new beer too.
Oh, okay. Hosts go
So,
first.
well, at least new to the show. I'm pretty sure I've had this before, but it's been a while. From Revolution Brewing. That may have been on my mind today,
Really?
just to some visitor we had in town that I may have just mentioned a minute ago or so. But this is their Anti-Hero IPA. So you got the dude there with a hop for his face, entire head actually. But yeah,
Yeah, they're a bunch of commies at that brewery, or at least the owners are.
hmm yeah, it's described as an American hop assault. So, let's see.
I don't think I've had that in a couple of years at least.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me.
That's nice and it's reddish. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's good deep color for it there. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Kind of strikes me like a slightly lighter version of Sierra Nevada's Celebration Ale. Like similar character, just maybe like
Okay.
not quite as malty or like. I mean, it's not thin at all. Just maybe slightly thinner on like the mouthfeel. But
Did that
yeah,
come out around here this year? I don't know if I saw it at Root Cellar.
I want to say I saw it, but not till like late.
Okay, maybe it was a
Yeah, I
distribution issue.
honestly don't remember. It maybe didn't. Hmm. Well, that's upsetting if it didn't. But
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites.
Hop assault is aggressive hopscotch. Oh, I clicked on the options. There we go.
That's good. I like that. All right. So, well, okay. Well, Kip, I don't care
Full
about the
contact
chili dogs.
hopscotch. Like, would you have them like? Would it be like two opposing hopscotches, like right next to each other,
Oh, but
like jousting?
yeah, they would actually have lances. Yeah, yeah. That'd be fantastic.
Are they backpacking on another person?
Oh, and then that her person's
Yeah.
holding the lance. Oh, well, of course. I mean, you'd have to, right?
Was it
So,
that? Was it the little person who in wrestling who of course played a leprechaun and he had like the backpack move? Was that him? Or was it somebody else who did like
I don't know.
I might not
But
be remembering things clearly.
yeah, it happens. But Kip, I don't care about the chili dogs. You said you were drinking a new beer. Tell us about that. But aggressive hopscotch is probably a Canadian thing. I don't know why, but that does make sense.
It also sounds like a Kids in the Hall sketch
Ooh,
where
yes.
like their jousting is just this.
Well,
It's just
they are
like little hand
Canadian.
slaps as they go past each other. That show was brilliant and stupid.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, but yeah. So speaking of brilliant and stupid, first some brilliant announcements before we get to the stupid videos. Some updates for the show. I guess more updates for other people's shows involving us. We're actually scheduled to be guests on a few shows coming up. So starting with this coming Sunday, we'll be guests with Kelly, the Detroit Atheist Queen,
Sunday,
at
Sunday, Sunday.
at 5 p.m. Eastern. So adjust your time thingies based on that.
I'm gonna put it on my
Um,
calendar right
yeah.
now because I just remembered I did not do that already.
Ah, good call. Good call. But yeah, not sure exactly what we'll be talking about. Apparently, like with some of our guests recently, she's been like sending out questions. So I guess we'll see. Um, yeah, but I imagine probably just discussing secularism in general and
What time is it at?
5 p.m. Eastern, I believe is
Five
what you said.
Pamers.
Pimmers, yes.
Pamers.
Oh, and once again, coming in clutch, Aunt Jur. This is a link to Kelly's channel. If you are not already subscribed, do so. She had a great episode today with this lady, blanking on her name, but discussing polyamory, which I was not really quite familiar with. So it was cool to learn about it.
The
So,
only that would be interesting because the only person I heard talk about it was somebody who talked to. Fuck, what show is that? It was either Bible for Normal People, blanking on their names right now, or it was another podcast. But the guy was on there talking about he was poly in a poly relationship, but it really sounded like it was his girlfriend or wife or whoever that like was the originator of it, and he was like an advocate in quotes now about it,
uh,
and he didn't. He was just really giving the vibe he wasn't that okay with it. He was
hmm.
okay enough to be in one, but then like it wasn't like I would choose on my own to be in one of these relationships.
Uh,
Yeah,
man. And sure, once again, Glenda Jordan, that was the lady's name. Yeah, she was on with Kelly. She's polyamorous and talked about it. Yeah, it was yeah, it sounds like she like if you understand what you're getting into and like she said like and she said a lot of the things that are good advice for a polyamorous relationship are really just good advice for any relationship. It's basic like so many things. Open communication, expect expectations, all that is all good. Um
it
but
really does seem like some
yeah.
people are just wired, like where that feels normal, and then other people
Mhm.
are like, I could never,
Yeah,
because
because
it's
the
not
way she
normal for them.
described it, yeah, because the way she described it, it seemed like that's before she knew polyamory was a thing. That was kind of already like what her mindset was, and what like that kind of thing like sounded good to her, and that's kind of how she
Hmm.
was kind of living. Then she found out, oh, it's like she found a whole community around it. It's like, oh, it's a thing. But what I found funny is because they were talking about making sure you actually know what you're getting into, or expectations, because there seems to be a lot of people who maybe think they are, but then once they get into it, like what they're actually wanting, that's not actually polyamory. That's all kinds of things. But it just
It's just called a side piece.
yeah, but I was just amused because a couple times in the chat, someone said people were saying polyamory isn't for everyone. I'm like, isn't it though? But I thought that was the point. But sorry, that was funny
Well,
to me.
no.
Sorry if that
If you're
wasn't.
like in that mindset, yes. If you're not,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, because it was almost like the way they're saying, like, polyamory isn't for everyone, because you got to realize once you get into it, it's for everyone. You can't be like, because some people like, well, I can have like date other people, but you're not allowed to, like that kind of thing, or
Oh yeah.
trying to be like controlling in certain ways. It's like, nope, it's for everybody, so
Do
it's not for everybody.
do they put limits on? Are there people who are like, I can't be in a relationship where there's like more than three people or more than four or whatever, and like they just
Uh,
cap it at a number?
I don't know. I don't remember if they discussed that or not,
I mean, because
but
after a certain amount of people, it just gets unruly. like,
mm,
like the logistics, it's just difficult
yeah.
to manage a calendar. like,
Right. But I mean, if you can get it to work, then I guess. But I guess for anyone else who has more questions, go to Kelly's channel and watch the episode from today. Maybe follow Glenda. I don't remember if like
I
she
think I
has
will.
like a YouTube channel or anything. I know, but anywho, um, let's see. Oh, and I don't remember if I shouted it out, but the real Melly is here, so we can in fact start now. Yeah. So, well, actually, first let me finish my awesome announcements first. So yeah, so we're going to be on
Oh,
with Kelly, Detroit Atheist Queen, this Sunday, and then Tuesday. Let me make sure I got the date correct. Tuesday the 24th. So 2 weeks from yesterday, we're going to be on with Ms. Interpretations, discussing religion and neurodivergence. So I love that I was blanking on the word neurodivergence. That seemed appropriate. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun conversation. And then the most recent, I think, literally as of like last night, it was confirmed. This coming July, we will be on with Neil, the 604 atheist. So apparently, we can finally be considered real, genuine YouTube atheists. So yeah, that's. But the fun thing about us being on with Neil is we're actually going to be on separately. So Matt is going to be on first. No, wait, I'm going to be on first. Yeah,
who's on
on
first?
July.
What's on second? I don't know. Who's on third?
Classic. So, but I'll be on with Neil on July 11th. That's a Saturday, and then Matt will be on the following week, Saturday the 18th. So you can hear our stories and such. So yeah. So I think that's all I got in the way of announcements. So do you have anything else, Matt, before we get to Hell and Frank? But I repeat myself. You haven't
no,
used that
I don't
joke.
think so.
Alrighty.
Just feeling a little tired.
Yeah, me too. I've been kind of dragging today. Been remember at about 7 o'clock, I was like, man, I could literally just go to bed right now. But then I remembered, oh yeah, I can't. But hey, it's okay. This is
Well,
fun too.
well,
I
it
love
does
being
make
here with
sense.
all of you as well.
If Trump was in town today, and
Uh,
if auras are a thing, his just must be like nega aura,
that's probably true. So I probably would have been worse, except I also had therapy today, which was really, really cool. I got to draw a stick figure. So things were interactive today. It was really neat. Got to use markers. All right.
Nice.
Yep. Alrighty. So lives up the road from you. Hmm. Opposite direction of Chesh, who is closer than Paul. I don't think I know who Chesh is. I know Paul and Shannon,
Yeah,
but
which coast do they live in? Live in like you live in the coast, like like a bunker. It's a sea
I know
bunker.
Kip's. I know Kip's on the west coast, so I imagine Neil is too. Like Vancouver, I think is where Kip is.
Yeah, that's
So
what I figured. Like, yeah, I knew British Columbia. I didn't know Vancouver for sure. But Paul and Shannon, aren't they? I thought they were in the east. Am I wrong?
maybe that's why Chesh is closer. So I yeah, I'm confused. Um, remember how I said I was tired? All right. So surely tonight's videos will help because we have a couple lined up.
Don't call me
Um,
Shirley.
all right. So okay. So chess streams with Dapper Dinosaur quite frequently. Oh, okay. See, and unfortunately, I don't actually get to watch the Dapper very often. So yeah, I might have to though. All right. All right. So here's Frank in a dramatic pose on the wrong side of the screen again. Get back over there, Frank.
He's wearing all that
All
like
right.
that's a fitted shirt. Look how those sleeves taper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like doing a musical number here or something. But anyway, and we got a Jimmy Tux. All right, just in time.
Ew. I don't know why I started doing that every time you come on. Maybe it's the bow tie.
Ooh, it is it is quite fancy. So, all right. So, first video from Frank. Oh, and also thank you, Aunt Jur. Ms. Interpretations will be on with her in a couple weeks on the 24th, discussing religion and neurodivergence. So, be there. I know I'll be there. So, and so will Matt. So,
So
that
will
sounds
me.
appealing. Yay! Probably beer too. And my flag. We'll all be there. Oh, and Robbie P. He's still up there too.
Oh yeah, I
Haven't
definitely
forgotten
see
about you,
better
buddy.
with these glasses.
Oh, alrighty. All right. So this first video, Frank tackles the question, if you can see here, what if my family is in hell? So I don't know. Are you talking about Frank? He's a very rude, fucking selfish dinosaur. I mean that tracks, I guess. Oh yeah, but speaking of Kip and like all the show announcements, yeah, we will not be on Kip's show anytime soon.
No.
So I honestly don't. Even if I did come on Kip's show, I don't have no idea what I would actually contribute to like most of the stuff he talks about. But
Also, I'd probably want to refuse. Just like if he doesn't have us on like forever, and then all of a sudden does, I'd be like, no.
like, nope, had your chance. Like, it'll be so passe now if that's a thing. All right, so what if my family is in hell? We'll see what Frank has to say about that. Are you ready?
It's not going to be good. I might have seen this before.
Yeah, I can't remember if I had before today, but I watched it today and it was an experience. So now, so can you. Let's go.
Asked me this question. He said, my mother was a survivor of the Holocaust. She lived a life full of pain and suffering. Toward the end of her life, someone offered her the gospel, but she rejected it and then she died. Is she in hell right now?
Cool. Do your logo now.
Like that'd be funny if that was the entire episode right there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is potentially. I was actually on this past week's budget scripture Saturday. I was considering offering to be a stand-in nitty. I mean, I am also in Ohio, So I figure that's good enough. But oh yeah. So also fun fact about Frank. Yes, this is Frank. I had gender affirming gynecomastia surgery, but you can't have gender affirming care, Turek. Yes. Like, yeah. Cross examine. Get it?
You know what would make sense if he was an attorney formerly, and then he's like, it's cross-examined because it works both ways. It only works one way. The way he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the lame way.
Oh, well, now you tell me. I mean, I did actually comment in the chat, like, what were the nitty related responsibilities, but no one answered. And I got all ER for a minute, but
To be smart
anyway.
about psychology, apparently.
That's true. See, that's not a thing I can do. I also do not have a void kitty. So
What now?
Nitty has a black cat, and he often wears black. And he has
okay.
Lappa, and it's like the barely visible void kitty.
Yeah,
it's a staple.
And like I said earlier, that's why people were afraid of having black people out at night in Reading, Cincinnati. One, because they're racist, and two, because black people are hard to see at night.
And it makes them uncomfortable.
If you're racist.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I love how you're saying this in the chat, but that's...
Where am I?
Yeah, but let me know next time you're nittyless. I may forgive you and deign to...
Nittyless sounds, I don't know, my brain's just confused. It went penis nipples and didn't know what to do with it after that.
Which, I mean, there are worse ways to go. So, all right. So let's see how, like, it's cross-examined, not cross-sex-examined.
Wait, is that what?
That would be something.
Is there
different.
a red line for the X? It's like a bloody red line.
Well, it's a cross.
Oh,
but that's a .org, and the dot is just also red, so it looks like it's maybe like a drop of blood or something.
But I can't see the X. So I'm red and green colorblind sometimes. So if the red is like a similar darkness to the black, I have a hard time seeing it.
Coming in with more good advice. Thank you, Andrew.
I mean, if there was a way for it to be funny without hurting them, that would be great. But there isn't. So no, don't do it.
All right, so I'm gonna. So I just realized something. So you know how I say, like, sometimes, like, you can't see my mouse cursor on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell I'm moving it because, like, all the buttons pop up. But then sometimes you can. I just now figured out why. You can see my mouse if I have that window selected, but if I click back on this other window, you can't. So, all right. Tommy learned a new thing. Alrighty.
All right, but a red cross on a black background with white letters just looks creepy.
Right. It is a blood cult after all. This is all true.
Legit.
All right. Well, let's see what Frank actually has to say about the hells and the peoples who may or may not be there.
I've been a Christian for 3 years now, and
clap, clap, clap.
I've wrestled with the idea of
what?
Clap, clap, clap.
Oh,
I was waiting for the audience to be like, just no reaction from the audience.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, you see, that would be woke, Melly, if you're worried about accessibility.
Yeah.
But I do love, but like, yeah, these ladies here just seem simply enchanted with this fellow. So, unlike some
I've got more than one granddaughter that's single, come to think of it.
But very different than the experience that the lady next to the questioner in the next video is having. But yeah, we'll get to that. That was very amusing. All right, let's hear the young man talk.
The reality of hell and God's judgment in that regard. And I've had some distant family members and a couple friends
pass away in the past few weeks, and talking about hell is something that I feel like we should always talk about with a tear in our eye, is what I've heard. And but I've shed a lot of tears at night just thinking about that, and wrestled with like different views on hell, like annihilationism and so forth. But I think the eternal conscious torment position is what I think is faithful to Scripture.
Yes, agree.
And
Thank you, Frank.
and I know that
For real.
it makes sense that if we've offended an eternal God, we deserve an eternal punishment. I understand that in my mind, but just
Do you though?
I wrestle with like experiencing God's.
Yeah, it's like that totally sounded like a kind of perfunctory. Like I get it, I understand. Like so he's not one to be like called out for being a heretic or something. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's thinking some like these are good things to think about.
And
So
this whole thing of like it makes sense in my head but not in my heart. That's all your brain. Like,
right, right, yeah, the whole thing.
I mean,
That's
there's
all
three different
there
nervous
is.
systems, and there's and all that, and like, what is it? There's brain-like cells in each of those other systems, and so like, there's probably a function for processing stuff in that, and like a gut reaction could kind of be like a nervous system reaction connected to.
You just glitched and were muted for a second. So just begin that sentence again. So
Restream, figure it out, man. You've got one job. A lot of streaming, you've got one job, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna do this. And
all right, but what were you saying though? Sound like you were in the middle of a thought, if you remember the thought.
yes, I don't understand how people. I did it too, but where people kind of like split themselves up into two different parts, where like my thinking part and my feeling part, and he's like, my thinking part understands, but my feeling part doesn't. It's like, okay, then your thinking part doesn't understand either.
Right? Yeah, because it's all the same parts.
You're having multiple feelings at once. It's normal. And also but extra normal when you're trying to hold something that can't be true.
Yeah. Oh, the dissonance and all of its cognitiveness. Oh, but real quick, back to Marin here. Like, as far as what you missed, yes, you did miss how cow's milk tastes like udders. You also missed, like, sorry, I think I meant to check with you because I'm not sure you actually announced this yet, but we went ahead and announced a thing that we were doing in a couple weeks. So hope that was cool. We're excited. So yeah. Yeah. And Bartholomew is here. Hey. But yes, this is probably at a college. I know he usually does these at colleges, but
It definitely looks like it.
yeah. But yes, there are a bunch of old people, but I assume that it's more just held at a college, but they probably let anyone come because anyone can buy his books. So
They bust in local congregants. Apparently, they can't get up too many of them.
And bust in a local bouncer as well. I mean, that dude looks. He ain't fucking around. Not gonna let you fuck around. Okay, good. So I guess now that we've announced it, you can feel free to make your own announcement too, Mary.
We'll allow it.
Telling you what to do with your show. Like, totally not a dick. All right. Speaking of a dick, then why are you always here, Kip? Like, we make this show like so bad and boring because we're trying to get rid of you, but you just won't fucking leave, no matter how lame this gets. Anyway, all right. Like, we keep playing Frank Turek and more stuff from our old church, and it's like, don't make me get a David Wood. I'll do it. All right. Oh,
Love
also, real quick, as far as noise ending, why do you feel like Frank Turek is about to say something monstrous to someone who's grieving? Because it's Frank Turek. That's why you feel that way. So, oh, good. Is okay with us telling her how to run her show. I mean, that's anywho.
and comfort knowing that that's just a reality, and knowing that God loves those around me as well, like my family members and so forth that have. And I know that we can't know for certain people's eternity. Like, we're not God, we don't know their last moment. But I guess I have no reason to believe that certain people did put their faith in Jesus.
Okay, let's suppose for the sake of argument they
Yeah, so I guess Matt just also like I don't think I mentioned this, but these are videos that I've watched tonight, but Matt has not.
Correct.
So,
Uh,
so
I can tell the audience is uncomfortable. He talked for longer than they were comfortable with. And I think that has something to do with them being uncomfortable with what he's talking about. And they're like, you've talked longer than where we normally say, well, it's all in God's hands and that's great and good and fine. And I'm done thinking about it. Like, you've thought about this right now. You're thinking about this longer than anybody in the audience really seems to be comfortable with. The guy behind him shifted his weight and looked at this kid for the first time. I noticed that.
yeah.
And I guess Frank stopped responding with his yeah, so I agree in between, because maybe he thought that was helping him talk longer.
That could be. But yeah, Kip, don't think I won't. But Ember is here. Welcome. Recognize the flag?
We haven't taunted
Really
Frank
cool.
that much yet.
Yeah. Which,
We didn't.
but-
We've shown him no quarter.
Yeah.
But
yes, we did make fun of his boobies, but sorry, Ember. We'll be sure to save that for you next time. But feel free to continue it in the chat. But they're spooky. Oh, that's the problem. Like, you all aren't insane and change your clocks over there. That's all right.
yeah, we're phasing that out over here. Why the hell, I don't know. We couldn't just stop all of a sudden, and they gotta
Yeah.
They're phasing it out by moving the jumping forward, jumping back closer together.
Yeah, because I think they're trying to make the daylight savings time the standard thing. I think.
It just,
So they're moving the fall back is moving later in the year, and the spring forward is moving earlier in the year. So they're both kind of like converging on each other. But yeah,
it's really not great for people who are neurodivergent, because it's just like, oh, you're gonna shift my whole day 1 hour, and you don't think that won't feel weird?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but speaking of neurodivergent, so that now this means the clock in my son's room is correct again. So yeah, because I go around the house like changing all the clocks like in other places. So I go up to his room. I was like, "Have you changed your clock? You need help changing it or anything?" And he's like, "No, it's already good." I'm like, "Oh, you just left it?" And he's like, "Yeah." It's like, "So how did you know when to get up?" It's like, I would just do math. I'm like, okay. Oh, you just haven't changed them yet. Okay. Okay, so you're crazy just like us. That's good to know. All right. So, well, since Ember's here for it, let's get to the taunting Frank. So I guess we got to let him talk first, and then we can taunt him properly. So let's just back up. Hey, YouTube's letting me back up, so I'll be sure to do that when needed. All right.
Certain people did put their faith in Jesus.
Okay, let's suppose for the sake of argument they didn't. Is hell unjust?
No, it's not unjust.
Okay, so if it's not unjust,
Because really, that's kind of the heart of this guy's entire line of questioning. Like, is it just for God to send these good people to hell?
Right. Frank knows
Frank's
that.
like, well, first of all, hell is just, right? It's like, yeah, well, then what?
No, see, here's why I was groaning so much. Is because Frank knows that's where he's going. He's trying to short circuit that right away. He knows if he asks this kid, is hell just? This kid is going to say yes because he's in front of a bunch of Christians. Like the pressure to conform, even if he's not sure, like the pressure to conform, he's going to say yes. And he looks up to Frank. He asks him a point blank question. And also, it's a real dick thing to ask when people have died in your life that are close to you in recent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, so is that just? If they're in hell, is that good?
Yeah.
And I was
Right.
like,
So once,
what a fucking asshole.
yeah. So once again, proving that noise ending is probably prophetic, or he's just familiar with Frank. So, yeah.
Because that's what he does. Because that's in Frank's mind. The good guys save the gospel no matter what.
Mhm.
Because if you're questioning the gospel, you are borderline bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Save the gospel, people be damned. Quite literally in this case. So,
Yeah. Funny how when you put an idea above anything else, like you'll also sacrifice the people who would be believing that. And if you're willing to sacrifice people for an idea, who the fuck's gonna be left to believe it?
right. Oh, okay. Kip, finally, get into your beer. The whiskey and oak stout from Farmhouse Brewing.
Nice.
Brewering. That's a word.
Brewing.
7%, solid for a good stout. Yeah. Not a fan of stouts, but this one is very good. Yeah, I think this is one you had on Pledge of Scripture Saturday over the weekend. You mentioned you're more of a porter person. I do like, I mean, I don't have porters or stouts very often. For anyone keeping track of my weekly drinks may have noticed. But yeah, usually between the two, I do prefer a good porter. I don't know why. I just like the flavor better. But
For a good imperial stout, like Old Rasputin is probably like just top of the line, like flagship for the style.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
Creepy Rasputin is on the label.
Yeah, very creepy. But yeah, it is very good though. So Ember doesn't mention much being an ace person, but it's also poly. Just get distracted advocating for all the other civil rights under attack all the time, right? Yeah,
For reals.
just flooding the zone.
Also, meanwhile, okay, like the rich elite are flexing like their sexuality is all over. Usually with illegal means.
Yep, illegal ages.
Yeah, but like everyone else can't. I'm not saying we want to do illegal things too. I meant
Right. I was saying like if they can do that, but all we're wanting to do is like actually like good things.
If they're allowed to have sex with who they want, sexuality regardless, like why can't we do it consensually? Like it can only be done not consensually. Like bad guys.
Yep. Very, very, very bad. All right. Oh, but all right. The real Melly, strawberry rhubarb sour. Ooh,
that does sound good.
Church Street. I'm typically not much a one for the sours, but a strawberry rhubarb that is intriguing.
Yeah,
I
only
would definitely
certain
try
ones
that.
for me. Yeah, like the most sours, like a sour Belgian, I don't really enjoy. Like a Weiss, but a Weiss beer. No, is that what it is? A white?
Yeah, Weiss means white. Yeah.
Is that the sour, like a sour wheat?
Yeah, because they call it a white beer because of like the haze that's in it, like from the yeast, I think. But yeah,
we have a key lime sour in town from Urban Artifact. Forget what it's called. That's also very good.
All right. Well, speaking of very good, here's not. All right. So
Wait, is this
Frank
before
began.
or after booby surgery?
This is after, like he had this like years and years ago.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, he wears a fitted shirt weird. Is that body shaming to say?
I don't know, but yeah, it's. So, all right. So I backed him up a few. Let's see. Where we're
Hell
at.
unjust.
Oh, is hell
No,
unjust?
it's not unjust.
Okay, so if it's not unjust, why is it problematic?
As if, like, okay, first of all, like, just like according to who? But it's okay, like, if someone else, so in this case, God, says something is just, you can still think it's problematic because you're
Yeah.
coming at it from a different point of view. Like, whether you're right or wrong, like, you can still view it as problematic, right? But
I noticed he's taken a step or two towards the guy in the microphone, which is
hi, Aaron.
Tommy says hi, which is kind of a dominating, pressuring kind of thing to do during a like emotional moment. Also, this is kind of a sociopathic thing to say that like, well, if it's just, then why is it a problem? If somebody in your family like commits a crime and they have to go to jail, sure, that's just, but it's still problematic emotionally. Like it.
Yeah. So he's basically telling this guy, well, God said it's okay, so why do you have a problem with it? It's like, I don't know, maybe it's because it's my family and they're going to be tortured forever. Like, who wouldn't have a problem with that?
People have feelings, Frank. It seems like maybe you don't, but people do.
Yeah, Marin says it well. Yeah, because he has an empathetic soul, you monster. Oh, thanks, David. My Wednesday just got better too. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Glad to see you. All right. Yeah, thank you all for being here, for making the experience of enduring the Frank that much better. Even though I realize I'm the one who chose these videos, so I'm doing it to myself. But still, I appreciate y'all.
I like calling Frank Turk, like the ethnicity, because I'm sure he'd hate that.
So I'm assuming Ember's like catching up on higher speed or something. Well, good. Thank you, Ember. Appreciate that. All right. So, if it's just, why is that problematic? Let's hear what the young man says. Because part of me, like the way this guy's answering Frank's questions, I feel for him, because I definitely was picking up a vibe of he doesn't want to disagree with Frank. Like, no, we're cool. Like, I believe the things you do. Yeah, it's good, but that's
what helped me feel better, Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes.
He's like, I will not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, very true. Usually isn't.
Yeah.
Like, especially if they're impoverished. Like, it's kind of the worst.
And I'm going to assume that this comment is just directed towards the Frank element. Thank you very much, Kip. Fucker. Like, you know what? I'm not sorry that Matt called you a Canadian lesbian. There.
Well, you know what? I think people in America are learning some important skills. We are learning how to thrive in the pit of eternal darkness and despair.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The pit of despair.
Yeah. Sounds like a good black metal song. It probably is. Or several.
Should
100.
be.
Yeah.
Called torture metal.
That's probably a thing, actually.
The vocals are just going, ah!
Like, not even words, just ah! So.
Not even like melodic. Like, only the vocals are avant-garde.
Anona Thraka does that sometimes. They're a really good band.
Yeah, I was just thinking the band Igor does that sometimes too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But like, their avant-garde's their whole thing.
But yes, Melly, Ohio did get storms today.
Tornado watches or warnings near us. Not
Yeah, we
not in our
definitely had
county.
watches. Yeah, I don't think it ever got to a warning, but yeah. Ooh, the Brighton Brewery in Copley, Ohio. I don't know where Copley is, but we are also in Ohio. We're in Cincinnati for people who didn't know. But
Copley sounds like it's probably slightly northeast of us, but probably more east.
I was going to say, I mean, we're in Cincinnati, so everything is northeast of us. But
Good call.
Good call. Except for Harrison.
Harrison's weird, man. Little Miami Whitewater Park is a cool place. I rollerbladed down this hill that was like super dangerous. One of my we had a pace car following us. We got up to like 40 miles an hour, like downhill rollerblading, and it was sketchy.
Well, good times. All right, but let's get back to this poor young man who seems like he needs to keep Frank happy. At least that's the vibe I'm getting. So, if it's just for your relatives to be in hell, which they just agreed that it's just, like they're just assuming that's the case. No discussion, no actual defense of that point.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, so therefore, why is it a problem?
So first Frank's gonna call in a presupposition.
Mm-hmm. So let's hear how this young man responds to that nonsense.
I don't think it's just problematic. I don't think it's wrong. Like I don't think God is unjust for doing that. I think my question's more of like an emotional question.
It is. I understand.
That's basically like that sounded like him trying to like very, very politely say, "I'm asking you to feel something here, Frank."
Please be my therapist.
No, but more like not just like helping him with him feels, but it's like the kind of like unspoken part of that statement that I heard was like, okay, but Frank, I was asking you to feel something.
Do you think this kid didn't talk to his pastor already about this? Or maybe it didn't occur to him to ask anybody about it until tonight. But or today, it's hard to tell. There's no windows in that place.
Yeah, this is true. All right, so getting some background info on Copley. All right, kind of between Akron and Fairlawn. I kind of know where Akron is.
That's south of Cleveland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, I'm going to be going up to Cleveland in June, and maybe sometime in between now and then, because like my sister and her family live up there. But
Fairlawn sounds like a really flat place.
Yeah, well, again, pretty much everything else in Ohio except along like the Ohio River is flat.
Yeah, the glaciers stopped just north of us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, ooh. So David in Oklahoma had to go to your storm shelter. Hope everything's cool. Like, hope you're all right. I mean, I'm assuming you're okay, but no, yeah, this
would make sense since he's texting.
Well, it could like be like watching from the hospital. I mean, I did that once.
Oh yeah,
watch my own. I watched my own show from the emergency room. That was fun. So yeah, this I think. I don't know. I feel like I could leave this comment up during all of any Frank Turek video. It's like Frank understands and doesn't care. That's the whole.
He must understand because he does all of these like little teeny power move things, just like interjects and like steers at opportune times. Like, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ember noticed the flag. Awesome.
Ha!
When you catch up to this point, yay! Glad you like it, and thank you for making it and selling it so I could buy it. So also, he's a ghost. Woo. I don't know. Are you a ghost? Check. Do you have feet? Because apparently, that's one of the telltale signs.
If we're in a Scooby-Doo cartoon, that means you are probably the landscapers.
And you would have got away with it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, we were watching a video.
The issue, though, is that if God is the standard of justice, and He is, and if there are different levels of punishment in hell,
That don't make sense, really.
Oh fuck!
I just pictured him lamenting at night. I used to feel things.
Okay, now I'm imagining like he still has them like in a jar somewhere, but like locked away in a closet that like he only goes to in emergencies. To like when he's like needs to feel something, but he has to do it in secret. Like like similar vibe to like when like if for people who've seen Braveheart, like those scenes where Robert the Bruce was like talking with his like sick dad who was being like hidden away in a bedroom or something, like those scenes. Like I'm kind of getting that kind of vibe when Frank goes to visit his jar boobs or his boob jar. I don't know.
I was picturing him like rolling his boob jar against his face. Just kind of going.
Just making that noise, like not actually talking to it, like literally he's going. And
they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm pooping. Which doesn't make it any better.
Like in the closet, Frank.
I don't know. It was the bathroom.
Oh man. This is much better than the actual video. Thank you, Melly. Whew.
I'm trying to make out that logo on the podium.
It's probably the college or wherever he's at. But
yeah.
But yes, this is true. I mean, even like Arizona has a fucking hockey team. So that's
how do we not have one in Cincinnati? I mean, we got an IHL.
Well, we have a minor league team, the Cyclones.
Are they still in the IHL? Is that minor league?
I think so. Okay. I can't remember what. Last I checked, I think they're a minor league team for the Buffalo Sabres. I think. Originally, they were a team. They were a minor league team for the Carolina Hurricanes, which made sense because they're the Cyclones, and actually the colors and the logo are similar to the Hurricanes. But now they're with the Sabres for some reason. So anyway, whew.
Not anymore.
Oh, just like there are different levels of.
Oh, is that Arizona? Oh, do they don't not the Coyotes not there anymore?
Arizona doesn't know how to do sports. I went to their baseball stadium, and it's an awesome stadium with like retractable roof and shit. And they had a pool in the outfield, but, like you could, they'd raffled off, like you could sit in the pool. The whole stadium's air conditioned. They had craft beer on tap like crazy. Everybody there was lame as hell, though.
Yeah, because I haven't been keeping up with the NHL since the last time the Blue Jackets were good, which was years ago at this point. But yes, Columbus does have a hockey team. But actually, for a while, I actually thought the Blue Jackets were a minor league team. But then I was like, oh, wait, what? And speaking of the Blue Jackets, Cleveland has the Cleveland Monsters, which is a minor league team for the Blue Jackets. So
that's
the Monsters apparently, yeah. But the Monsters are apparently pretty good. So, okay. So I knew there was a new team in Salt Lake. So that's what happened. Okay,
the singular mammoth.
Well, I think the Seattle team is the Kraken. So.
That's big. That's bigger than a mammoth. Like, how many Krakens do you need for it to be like intimidating?
Yeah, I guess you do just need the one.
Maybe two mammoths.
Yeah, we're the Salt Lake Mammoths, but it's just two. We're very clear, it's just two. I don't know why. Anyway.
reward in heaven because God is just, then whoever is in hell is getting the appropriate, perfect level of punishment for their sin. And their
Did you notice that? Watch what he does with his hand when he says punishment. I just now noticed this. Watch his right hand when he says the appropriate amount of punishment.
the appropriate, perfect level of punishment for their
Was that subconscious where he was like, this was a punishment that I had to remove the emotion boobs? It's like, was he trying to feel there again? Is that what was happening? It's like, oh, he had like phantom boob. It's like,
Well, maybe he felt like that was a punishment for something.
yeah.
Some like genealogical sin. Which is like generational sin.
Wow. Did not think I'd be like trying to psychoanalyze Frank Turek tonight, but
I did notice
we are.
like the part right before this where he's talking and he takes his hand and he goes down like this. This is a calming gesture. Like if you do it in front of somebody, it automatically like kind of like calms them a little bit. Unless you do like this, like calm down, like that.
Yeah, it's a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I'm calming you. But if you just kind of like do this, so a little manipulation things he's doing, and also the punishment.
Yeah, I just like I said, I just noticed that, so I'm like, there's got to be something there because there's no longer something there.
Also, pointing directly at the person asking questions in a vulnerable state is a move.
Right.
From an elevated position, like, dude, he just can't not dominate. Do you think his wife just humors him?
Would not shock me. But
Like, yeah, you're so in charge.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. All right. So I can just see it now. Like I'm coming home. It's like I just told a bunch of college students what's up, and like, oh, good for you.
A grown man, smarter than college students. It's never happened before. You are the first.
I don't know. I just really like the bill. It's the bill. Oh yes, Aunt Jer. Sorry. Yeah, the crack house. Huge missed opportunity there. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's. But branding and all, they couldn't pull that off. Also, you can't call a sport mostly for white people the crack house. They will think you are being racist towards white people for some reason.
White people are so fragile. It's ridiculous.
I know. You'd think we weren't in charge or shit.
I know. Yeah, especially when it comes to hockey. I mean, it's so fragile. I mean, if you're doubting that, just like look at how Kip reacted to Canada losing. Yeah. So fragile.
sin, and their sin didn't just have to do with what they did here. They continue to sin in hell. There's weeping and gnashing of teeth. People are still set against God in hell.
What? No, we don't know that from anywhere. Except, it must be logic.
Yeah, again, but his rationale there for, of course people are still sinning in hell. There's weeping and gnashing of teeth.
So Frank has justified that, the reason why they're punished forever is because they sin forever. What if they get to hell? In his mind, or maybe not in his mind, but this is how he convinces people. If you're in hell, at no point do you realize you made mistakes or whatever. You sinned. You should have believed in God. Oh no, I wish I could change, because that would be just torture. It wouldn't be just. But this is extra biblical. It's not.
Yes. Yeah, because again, his rationale for explaining why we know that they're still sinning in heaven, because it says there's weeping and gnashing of teeth. Like, okay, weeping, like what? But at least like the gnashing of teeth part, I have heard that translated like that's supposed to be like if you're actually like gnashing your teeth, it's like because you're like angry and you're like gnashing your teeth like at something. I guess,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
but which yeah, but okay, but like I can imagine like if I lived my life just like being a good person, but just didn't happen to believe in God, maybe because I'd never even heard of the guy. But then I die and he ends up sending me to hell anyway, just because maybe like once when I was a kid, I told a lie or something. And that wasn't in his eyes, that's enough to torture me forever. So yeah, if God did that to me, I can imagine being mad at him. But to call that, oh, but you're still sinning. See, that's why you still deserve it. Like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, Enter is right. That does sound like more like a Dante's Inferno thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or C.S. Lewis, The Great Divorce.
Yes.
Which was an interesting like fantasy short story.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a novel, let's be honest.
Right. Yeah, see, I thought this too, David, like, but I have heard now these scholars or whoever I heard it from, like, were Christian scholars, like, and then like more like evangelical, and then using this interpretation, like Frank is here, to justify. Oh, see, that means they're still angry at God while they're in hell. That means they deserve it.
What, you
Like,
wouldn't be pissed regardless if you should be there or not?
yeah, I'm like, so again, no actual evidence. Like, first of all, like, so now part of it is like you got to understand, like, this is in a Christian context. Like, he's speaking to a Christian audience. This gentleman he's speaking to seems to be a Christian himself. So in that context, you can just say things like, well, everything God does is just. People who are in hell, they deserve it. But this claim, how like when people are in hell, keep on, they continue to sin. Like, again, like I don't know how you actually justify that, because that's something like, I mean, I grew up Christian like my whole entire life. I never heard this idea that people in hell keep on sinning until well after I had deconverted and was listening and hearing it from apologists like this guy. Like, never was that mentioned at any point when I was growing up in the church.
No.
And in the various forms of Christianity I was in as well, from conservative to progressive, at least the whole, basically almost the whole Protestant spectrum anyway. I don't know if that's a thing in Catholicism or the Orthodox Church, but I'm not aware of it. So, yeah. Yeah, there's, I kind of thought they were too busy being in agony to sin. Yeah. I mean, so speaking of things I grew up thinking, I guess I could see some of the people in the church I grew up in twisting it. Well, just the ability to be in agony like that means you're imperfect. So therefore, that's kind of like sin. But then again, Jesus was in agony on the cross, or was that just part of the sin he was enduring? But he didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm expecting it. Thank you, Matt. All right. So, but yeah. So I don't. So he's just saying, no, yeah, people continue sinning in hell, like no actual justification. But I guess maybe a lot of these. I mean, this guy doesn't seem to push back on it. So I guess he's just assuming, oh, you're my audience, you probably agree with this. But it's like, yeah, there's. I mean, who am I kidding? There's no evidence that hell even exists. So why am I expecting any evidence on the particulars of it? Silly me.
Well, there aren't any particulars.
So that's why the punishment continues.
What's that?
There aren't any particulars. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, except weeping and gnashing of teeth, I guess, is a thing. So,
according to this view. So, if you look at the closest thing we have in the scriptures to this, Luke 16, you've got Lazarus.
I love how he says, like, here's a perfect example that we see all throughout the scripture. It's like, well, this one thing that we have in scripture that's the closest. It's almost like the Bible doesn't like actually have answers for everything. but they just kind of keep needing to say it does. It's weird.
Yeah, especially like really important stuff. It has more answers if you're looking at it like as like a wisdom book or an exploration of like what people thought was best over the years. Then it's really interesting and can be really helpful because you can be. It's kind of cool to see people struggling with it, or is it to see people struggling with the same stuff?
Yeah. There's that weird line of like, at what point is it encouraging but sad that other people are struggling with this stuff?
Yeah, it's like we change real slowly. I mean, like over time, things bend towards the left, towards liberty. But man, it is 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah. But yes. All right, so a couple points here by David. Yeah, maybe they continue sinning in hell because they still bear the marks of original sin and can't be given salvation from the sinner's prayer any longer. Like, okay, I guess if you, I guess that kind of makes sense. Again, this is
how do we
all
know you
like
can't say the prayer in hell?
Well, because you're too busy weeping and gnashing your teeth. I
All
guess.
the time, though.
Apparently, because that's what Frank's saying is like we are continually sinning. But I mean, again, the Bible does not explicitly say this, which is weird. But I could see how you can make the inference. Well, if you just have the sinful nature, so because of that, you're just like sinning all the time, and everything we do is at some level sinful. Like, yeah, I guess. But yes, it is weird how little the Bible talks about the really important stuff that people ask about. Wouldn't an all-knowing deity know these questions would be raised? Right? I mean, just the fact that people ask questions.
Care.
Right. Even just the fact that people ask questions like, is my loved one in hell right now? Like the fact that, I mean, first of all, I think this is something that the Bible is actually kind of clear on. And I think it is like, yes, if they aren't saved, they are in hell. Now, what saved means, that depends what book you're reading, which book of the Bible you're reading.
Or what denomination you're in. Or
yeah. But, so...
The beggar being asked by the rich man in Hades, Lazarus, come and.
Oh yeah,
Hades,
so this is
the.
Yeah, well, it's because it was written in Greek, but also.
Oh yeah.
But that is the thing. It's like he's saying, well, so not only is this the closest that the Bible has, but also this is a parable that Jesus is teaching. Jesus didn't invent this parable. This was a pre-existing parable that he was kind of like adapting for this. So first of all, not only does the Bible not even directly address it, but even when it does, it has to borrow from another story. So fantastic. So we would know more about the Greek word translating as gnashing, but Kip is being lazy right now. Thanks a lot, Kip.
You know what, though?
Kip, I'm tempted to put the link out just so you can join the stream, just so I can boot you. All right. And hey,
okay,
Aaron with a good point.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It would be Googleable.
In fact, I just did, and Google AI says it means a grating or grinding of the teeth, typically. I don't have my bifocals on. Typically denoting extreme anguish, rage, or despair. So, like, it's kind of redundant with weeping, but also it means angry.
Okay, yeah. So it could, but it was like anguish, rage, or despair, not and. So, like, rage is only one of the options. So.
Oh yeah, or. So it can mean all those things. So there's a range of moods in hell. All of them bad.
Apparently. All right.
How do souls have feelings? Do you have an eternal body in hell? Also, does that mean like regardless of what happens to you, you live forever? Like there's eternal life in the eternal death.
I guess, but real quick, David, we'll be getting to this in the next video, at least somewhat. But yeah, that's kind of my question for in general with a lot of the claims about spirituality is like with people like even if it's just things like seeing ghosts, like how do you see a ghost? Because like you can only see things when like light is bouncing off of it. So how is physical light able to interact with a spirit? But even like the spirits who can apparently talk and hear you, like speaking and hearing require physical processes. And also, why does a ghost look like a human body? Like, why does our spirit just
Not
look like our
always.
body, like with clothes? But a lot of times they do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but why is that? And anyway,
I think his time is funkier than we thought. And I think some of that time, people might, if they're seeing something for real, maybe it's a flashback into the past. But sometimes ghosts supposedly interact with people or respond, like stimulus response to people. I don't know if they're real and people are seeing them, but they don't have physicality. Then somehow they're producing the light themselves, and so we're seeing that. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of stuff we don't understand, and when we start understanding it, it's gonna freak a lot of people out.
well, like many things, yes. But yeah,
The
but
Christians are like, gay is bad, and we're like, aliens are real, so are ghosts. Gay people are bad.
yeah, my thing is just like yes, I'm always obviously open to the idea of like, yeah, there's things we don't understand. My problem is when we have these things that we just legit don't understand, but people try to explain it anyway.
Oh yeah,
Like, I know what it is. It's like, okay, but again, so if people are saying this, no, this is just like what people typically think of as a ghost. Oh, this is just the spirit of my grandmother who lived and
Right.
she's come to visit me now. Like, how does that work?
You're just creating mythology. However,
Yeah.
I have a we're on a slight tangent, but I have a, what is it if it's the daughter of your cousin? What's that relation?
I think that's a first cousin once removed.
Okay, that makes sense now.
I think so.
Well, she
But-
can see. She was seeing representations of dead people for a while when she was little. It was kind of freaky actually, because some people that she was seeing were not nice to her. Most time they were. But the craziest thing, and this is where it's like funky, where there's some actual like proof in there. She one time like walks into the room singing this song that like her mom's aunt or like mom or something used to sing to her. But like my aunt Net doesn't sing that song. She never sings that song. And her granddaughter comes in the room singing the song, like when she was like 5 or something. And it's like, you can't know that. And her grandma asked, my aunt asked, like, where'd you hear that? And she's like, and she used the nickname for, like the childhood nickname for my aunt's grandma or mom or something. And yeah, so like this stuff that like a little kid can't know because her grandma never talks about it around her. And like nobody talks about it. That's weird. Unless she's not seeing dead people, she's picking up on like psychic things from other people. Because I do think people can have like weird connections to other people. Like that's much more likely true than they're talking to spirits.
Yeah, and I think it even could be completely like physical and natural. Like I mean,
and
no,
and that's, I think it's all physical and natural. Like whatever's happening, like it will respond to science.
Yeah, assuming our science can get sophisticated enough to.
I don't think it will. Yeah. I think there will probably always be things that we won't be able to completely understand, and maybe symbolic language is the only way to comprehend it. But then don't think the symbolic language is the same as like scientific measurements.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But this is one of those things, like so many things like it. Yeah. Like I'm absolutely like intrigued by it. And if there's really something going on, I want to know. But I'm just reminded of the South Park episode where we're talking with John Edward, like that
that guy.
TV psychic dude, and they like that was a whole running theme of the episode, like just how much of a douche this guy is. And he's like, "Why do you call me a douche? Like I'm like giving people closure and making people feel at peace and like feeling good about being able to like speak with their loved ones." And I think it was Stan who basically said like the reason is like, look, basically, if there's something really going on here, we want to know what it actually is. But people like you who just invent stories are preventing us from figuring out what it actually is. You douche.
Yeah, and he had employees who would talk to people in the audience to find out information, pretending to be other people who were there to talk to the loved ones. And so then they would say it would be natural then to talk about your two loved ones that you're there to talk to. Yeah, and so then they'd feed him that information, and he'd target people out of the audience, and reveal that information he heard from the people who were plants. And yeah.
Also, fun fact: in a former job I had, where I was doing like audiovisual stuff for live events, I actually set up AV for one of his events. It was at one of the hotels I was working at. So,
man, having those at a hotel is also shady.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty common event space, I guess. But yeah, Windmill knows we're talking about the biggest douche of the universe. No, the galaxy. So, yeah. Matt, have you seen that episode?
Not in a long time.
Yeah, it was awesome. But anyway, so we're back to Frank, I guess, if we must. So I'm just going to back him up a sec. What are we talking about?
The rich man in Hades.
Okay.
Lazarus, come and put water on my tongue. I'm in agony in this fire, And notice something about this rich man. Number one, he doesn't say he shouldn't be in hell or Hades. He doesn't. He's not repentant.
But just listen to all the things that Frank is gleaning as if it's reality from a completely made up story. So even though like this is Jesus telling the story, it's like, oh, so this guy Jesus, the guy who's like essentially starting a cult, the way he's explaining the afterlife. So that means that's how it works in the for real, right?
In the for real times, in the real places.
Can you speak to the dead? No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. It was actually the airport Marriott, but close enough, I guess.
No, he stays at a Hilton. If you can work expense it, he's staying at a luxury hotel.
What's a hot reading? That's me anytime I read a book.
Whoa.
Check out my OnlyFans. I mean, what? I mean, if anyone would actually pay for that, yeah, I'll set that up. I mean, what?
Starting OnlyFans where you just read books out loud.
It's like, hey, everyone, my therapist is making me read this. You're going to suffer with me.
But maybe you wear
I'm just kidding. It's actually really cool. It's actually a really cool book.
Maybe you wear a t-shirt that's like a topless woman. And they just read books out loud.
But like all my marketing for the OnlyFans, like you can only see like just the picture that's in the T-shirt, so people think like that's what they're. You're right. Tat doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about, Kip? Thanks for pointing out the epic fails that are your own comments, I guess. Man, that's a flex. Okay. I'm such a dick. I love it.
Still treating Lazarus like he's his servant. And all he says is, go tell my brothers about this place.
Is he like he's asking him to like bring some water? Like, is that him still treating him like a servant, or is that him just like in anguish, like, hey, a person I can actually talk to, please do a thing for me? Like, again, I don't even know what point he's trying to make. Like, oh, still treating him like a servant. Like, is that supposed to be like him still sinning because he's still being condescending or elitist? I don't know.
It's like he's trying to make too many points.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, see, now I'm getting ideas. This might have to happen. Right.
Place. Not that I shouldn't be here, I got a raw deal. Just tell my brothers about it. And what does Jesus say in the parable? Hey, they have Moses and the prophets. If they don't believe them, they're not going to believe if someone rises from the dead. In fact,
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Because also, like, so basically by that logic, what you're telling me, Frank, is no one has ever converted to Christianity who wasn't previously Jewish. Because plenty of people who did not believe Moses and the prophets ended up believing in Jesus.
Yeah.
So.
Also, if somebody raises from the dead, that's some proof. All you've got is stories about some guys. Otherwise.
Yeah, but then again, if someone raised from the dead, proof of what?
Well, proof they're magic as fuck.
Or we don't understand human biology as much as we thought we did.
That's another good shirt. Jesus, magic as fuck.
Okay, but what kind of image of Jesus would be on that?
He's wearing a mushroom shirt. Yeah.
and he's just playing Magic the Gathering, perhaps?
No, I mean, like, it looks like you're like, that Jesus is into mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. So he's playing Magic the Gathering. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand. I mean, I kind of get how people can get big into that, but I do not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So, but also, again, never mind. He's using as evidence for, like, well, you see, this Lazarus, no, the rich man. Lazarus was the poor man. That's right. But she's like, see, there was this rich guy who was in hell, and he wasn't acting like he got a raw deal. So therefore, since this guy in this completely made up story was fine with it, therefore, point. So, but oh yeah,
Great job, Frank.
it can be emotionally difficult. However, if God is love and is just, nobody's going to be treated unfairly in the afterlife.
Did he flip him off? Did he flip him off?
I think it just looked like the way he was holding his fingers, but he.
Can we see that again?
Yeah. He's already got the 2.
Oh, he's so sad now. He's weeping.
See, Frank, you know what you're doing, Frank. You know.
It can be emotionally difficult. However, if God is love and is just, nobody's going to be treated unfairly in the afterlife.
See, he was flipping him off, but he was just doing it with the wrong finger because he's just a moron.
Yeah, there was a nubbin that I thought was his knuckle, but it was... I don't know what that was. Because right now it looks like he doesn't have other fingers. He just has 2 really long ones.
Fun with angles.
Hold them like Wolverine claws. What's up with that?
Yes, your mom is much like this question, emotionally difficult. So that's why Frank is answering it with logic.
It's claw number 2.
Life. There's only 2 things you can get in the afterlife. You can get justice or you can get grace. Either you
So if God was loving and all forgiving and all merciful,
What?
which should he be giving everyone?
But he made everything. So why is he like, it's your fault? It's like, damn it, they found a loophole. Oh, hell forever.
Yep. Oh well. Oh, and Aunt Jer with a good point. This is basically the finger in British. So.
Well, you gotta
Mhm.
give it a little up.
Yeah, that's why in Europe, like when they count to three, they actually start with the thumb. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I learned that in German.
Yeah,
So.
American Sign Language. It's 1, 2, and then thumb is 3. I forget why. No, it's because this is a W.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know. It's like that's how like Forrest Valkai. Like if people watch his channel, like whenever he counts, like this is how he does 3. So, yeah. Anyway,
can pay for your own sin, or you can allow Jesus to pay for your own sin. That's it. It's really simple. And some people don't want Jesus. So God lets them go their own way. In fact, let me just...
Okay, we'll get to that in a sec, but...
How is it their own way if God made that way?
Right. And like I said, I want to dig into that more in a second. But yeah, real quick. I watched this debate between Stephen Woodford and Glenn Scrivener. If people, Matt, are you familiar with Glenn Scrivener or Scrivener or however you pronounce that?
That popped him up in my feed, but I wasn't ready to meet a new person and see a debate.
Yeah, that dude is just insufferable. I've seen him in other debates as well. Like some of the most unearned condescension and snark that I have ever seen in my life. That dude is just pathetic. So
that would be funny to see Stephen Woodford handle that because he seems like he would stay pretty calm.
Yeah, and he did the whole time. But he was also very good at pointing out, okay, here's what you're doing. Like he would point out, here's the dodge you're doing. Here's the straw man you just did. Here's how you're avoiding my question. He's like, every time I ask a question like this, you refuse to answer it and you go this direction. So
that is so damning when people do that because then you're revealing the zoomed out perspective. It really does open people's mind when they can see a larger perspective, or you just describe it to them or ask them a question. If it's like a conversation, if you ask somebody a question that causes them to have to zoom out to answer it.
Apparently Windmill had to run out to the pharmacy. Yes, he's still responding because, not because of this. Nope, we're over 4.5 minutes into this by now. Thank you very much. Which for us is actually pretty good. So I remember the very first time we tried to do a video response, it was 1 to 5 minute video, and that took the entire 3 hours or so. So
that's amazing.
We've gotten a lot better, believe it or not. So anyway,
tell you something that happened. I was at University of Michigan. This
had to be 15. Sorry. So that whole
I was at the University of Michigan. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah. Especially I'm an Ohio State fan, so Ann Arbor's a whore. Anyway,
lets them go their own way. In fact, let me just tell you something that happened. I was at University of Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't back him up enough. Okay, but this whole idea of God just lets people go their own way to hell, as if that's why it's fair because this is what they chose. It's just one of the absolute dumbest arguments for anything that I have ever heard in my entire life. So I'm assuming most of us here in whether between me and Matt and people in the chat tonight, hey, that kind of rhymed. We're all probably counted in this number that are on our way to hell. How many of us, if that ends up actually being your final destination where you would be yep, this is what I wanted. Or Is it just you're just not convinced that any of this is actually real?
You know what? Like how what is the magic thing that happens that if you go to hell, all of a sudden you're like you decide you like being tortured? Like that's what you want? I don't. It doesn't make.
Go your own way. Sorry, that was probably awful, but thank you, Marin.
Go your own way. You can go
I'm sure you.
your own way.
I'm sure you could sing or at least play that much better. But I want to hear Marin playing that on violin with Matt singing along, just like that. Maybe we can do that when we're on your show. And if you want to lose subscribers, we can.
That would be. I'd love to see somebody sing that with the backup vocal, in between, and I could karaoke.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right, and
because that yell scream is not something everyone can do. Like the singing yell, I mean.
Oh yeah,
yell scream.
It's a rare talent, especially like for those who can actually do it good. So yeah, back to my non-alcoholic intermission with the Go Brewery, or Go Brewing.
Go Brewing.
I can say words. Their Disarm Hazy IPA, which again, if you're looking for a non-alcoholic beer that's actually pleasant to drink, hazy IPA is usually the way to go. All right.
Wait. This just got a thought thing going. So, DH says it's pretty damning if having free will, but being tortured for eternity is better than being in heaven forever, being forced to worship in perpetuity. Yeah, it kind of seems like we're. Okay, but they would say, well, but you want to when you're in heaven. So we're getting what we want from their perspective. We're getting what we want in the afterlife, no matter what. So then, is it really punishment if it's what we want?
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's either that or, again, like, because here's the thing. Because I've said this before. Like, if I die and it actually does turn out that there really is a heaven or hell, and even if God is the way Christianity tells me he is, and heaven is what Christianity tells me it is, and hell is the same, I'm going to prefer heaven. Like, as many problems as I would have with this God, or even the way heaven is or works, like, it still sounds better than being tortured forever. So,
like, could you just go through the motions, like it's a job, and then like.
Yeah. Now, I doubt it, but at that point, like, no, if I end up in hell, that would absolutely not be because that's what I prefer. Like, because I'm not an insane person.
Well, or like real stupid. So, like, people in hell are supposedly like, they're like, every time I sin in hell, I get tortured. And I know that. And. And I'm like, no, I love sinning that much that it's worth the torture. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You'd have to be real dumb, like real dumb and opinionated. So that's just like suddenly happens to everyone who goes to hell.
Yeah, that's basically my response to any of this whole, well, hell is locked from the inside, or like people go to hell, choose it, like, because that's what they really want. Like, my only response is like, how fucking stupid do you think we are?
Also, you came up with that, or you like that because it makes you feel good about it. Like, that needs to be true for you to be okay with hell.
Exactly. Because, again, show me where that is in the Bible.
Yeah.
That hell is locked from the inside, or people who go to hell, that's what they actually chose. No, like, if anything, like, and this just occurred to me, like when Jesus is talking about, when he says like, oh, those in the last days, like, they will come to me and say, but like at the judgment and say, Lord, Lord, like, and he'll say, depart from me, I never knew you. And he's like, oh, like, because like you didn't feed me or clothe me when I was poor and naked, or visit me when I was in jail. But apparently but what do these people say? they don't go, oh yeah, you're right, we didn't want to, we'll go to hell now, thanks. No, they're like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean we didn't visit you in jail or we didn't feed you? Like they're like pushing
Especially
back on it. Like they're trying to get out of it. Like so this so once again, Jesus completely blows up your apologetic. I don't know if you've read the Bible, but
yeah. Like if that's the standard, then there's a lot of Christians that are going to hell.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And you
Yep.
think those Christians, when they end up in hell, are just going to be like, this is, I just want to sin so much. I of course, I want, to make sense I'm here. No, they're going to be like, I thought I did the things and I donated money. I helped other people do the things that you said I should do.
Yeah, but apparently that's Now, good questions here by Ember, as usual. If hell is separation from God, then were Adam and Eve in hell when they hid from God? Are we in hell now? I mean, apparently I'm hiding from God because apparently the dude can't find me.
If I hide in the
No.
bushes like Adam and Eve, am I in hell?
Are the bushes hell? Is that why that one bush was burning when he was talking to Moses? Are bushes hell?
Hey,
New theology just dropped.
Speaking of a crazy thing, there's this UFO guy who, like, orbs show up in the sky whenever he's around people. I can't remember his name right now, but like, you can like go hang out with him, or he'll come hang out wherever you are, and like orbs will show up. Like, there's a, what's my point? Oh, there was a time that like he set a tree in his backyard, caught on fire, but didn't burn up. Sure, fine. But whatever you say. But then somebody else saw it, and it was somebody who was a skeptic and was there, like, from the government to be like, if what is happening to you is real, we want to be involved because, yeah, like, defense. You should know about weird shit you don't understand.
For sure.
Hey, am I still there? Because Trello suddenly popped up.
Yeah, we still see
That
it.
was
So
really funky.
Yeah, but
That's never
a good point here from David. Like, yeah, I'm not convinced that Jesus is as written. Jesus is written as claiming hell is eternal torment. Just the fires burn forever and the worms don't die. The people who are sent there could be immediately destroyed. Yeah, I've heard that interpretation as well. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like, to me, like, even though I used to be a universalist, I'm realizing now that was really more just me being, call it wishful thinking. But yeah, but looking back on it, the way I read the Bible now, yeah, either eternal conscious torment or annihilationism both make a lot more sense than universalism, at least the way the Bible's written. But
okay, here's a crazy thing. So I mentioned before about how, like, somebody's last moments, like when they're dying, like very like the last brief moments, like that experience kind of does last forever from their perspective. Because they're not aware that they're not alive anymore. If they're like dead and gone and like activity stops, when you're dead, then then either now is not happening or those last moments go on forever. And so, like, if somebody's last moments reflecting on their life, and like if that's heaven reflecting on your life, then maybe you kind of do live in heaven forever. If those last moments are like weeping and gnashing of teeth, like regret and anger, like that could feel like a kind of hell that lasts forever. My point is, heaven and hell don't necessarily have to be real for people to have like a real, different way experience of it. Also, if we can help as many people as possible, like, not die with like sadness and regret, that's kind of like saving people.
Yeah, there you go.
In the real way.
Yes, the best way. So, but speaking of not saving people, though,
Frank.
Again, this had to be 15 years ago. I was doing a debate with an atheist, Eddie Tabash, and Eddie asked me this question. He said, my mother was a survivor of the Holocaust. She lived a life full of pain and suffering. Toward the end of her life, someone offered her the gospel, but she rejected it, and then she died. Is she in hell right now? And I said, Eddie, I don't know where your mother is now. I don't know if she had a deathbed conversion. But if she didn't repent and accept Christ before she died, then God is too loving to force her into heaven against her will.
But he will force you into hell.
Well, but he's not forcing you into hell, remember? Because that's where she wanted to go. Because when people reject Jesus,
the Holocaust was just so much fun. Mm-hmm. She's like, you know what I need? Holocaust forever.
Yeah, so it's not that what. So when she was rejecting Jesus, she wasn't just rejecting the notion, as in that I am not convinced by that. That doesn't seem real. I reject the idea that is a true thing. No, she was saying, "Oh, I know it's real," and I'm saying, "Fuck you! I'm gonna go get tortured forever."
She was like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know if you know, but like I was tortured by a bunch of Christians. You know, like, and other people like got, you know, all burned up and shit before, you know, like after they were gassed. And yeah, all Christians, all like super nice to each other. So no, I'm not into that.
Yeah,
I don't want what they had.
Right, please.
So Frank's just a penis. Frank is just a Frankfurter.
Yeah. Thank you, Windmill. But also, we seem to have a new viewer who's like definitely new around here. But yeah, hello, Paul Henderson, back to life.
Back to reality.
Stop it. Everyone who doesn't have heaven in their heart now is destined for the lake of fire. Well, what if I get heaven in my heart later, though? Do I still have time? I don't know. I do not understand these rules. How do you know if you have
heaven in your heart?
Yeah. Heaven being said of afterlife is the wrong way to look at the scriptures. Oh. Well, if only the scriptures weren't so darn confusing. But
if only your sentence wasn't so confusing.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Well, welcome. I mean,
keep talking. You probably will anyway.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, but hey, Pukwudgie. I think that's how that's pronounced. Welcome. You're also someone I don't recognize, but I much prefer your comments though. But
yeah, that's. Mm-hmm. And also for posterity, Israel is not the same as Jewish people.
Right.
In the Bible, it is metaphorically.
It's literally metaphorically the same, but
which is also why they picked that name when they started their colonial project, because all the Christians would be like, they're in the Bible, and it's like, no, they're not.
No, like Netanyahu is not in the Bible. He was in Philadelphia. Like that's where he's from.
He would be in prison right now for crimes, just regular ones. Not the big giant against humanity ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is my thing. Like, yeah. So Paul Henderson, back to life. You seem to be a Christian of some sort. You're welcome here. Like, we're glad to see you. Certainly, like, basically, our only rule is you don't have to agree with us. Just be respectful, at least reasonably. Okay. Now now some might argue that we get rather disrespectful, but I prefer to call it snarky. But
I prefer to call it tough love.
There you go. Yeah, that's the word. But for real though, as long as like, you know, you can like joke around, you know, make whatever point. But yeah, so far so good. But this is my message to any Christian, whether they're joining us here in the chat, trying to proselytize, convince us or anything, or in any other context. Like, if you want me to accept Christianity, first you're gonna have to, amongst yourselves, actually decide on what that is.
Right.
and then present it to me. Because as it is, there's like literally tens of thousands of different versions. So if someone tells me, "Oh, you should convert to Christianity," I'm like, I don't even know how, because I don't even know which one it is. So if you all can figure that out and then let me know, that would be super helpful. Then I'll get back with you.
Well, how did Jesus say to know him, like, or to follow him or whatever? What was, he was sort of clear. It's like to follow his commandments or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, and I think at one point he said, like, if like, they'll know you're my disciples because of your love for each other or something. So apparently, all I got to do is love other people, and then I'm a Christian. I don't know.
But also,
But
there's
here-
something
but the-
about following his commandments. But like the closest thing we have to like a list of commandments is parables that are unclear what the commandment is in them.
Yeah, especially in the book of Mark, when he says he specifically teaches in parables so that we won't understand. So,
well, I think yeah, that could also be if you're not able to follow the deeper meaning in there, then you're not ready to decide. That kind of made sense to me, and it still does in that way. But like,
that's a charitable reading of that.
To hide it from the people who can't understand it, and for the people who can't understand it, this is for them.
Yeah.
But when hell is the consequence.
Yeah, but just the fact that he actually says, just so they will not understand, because if they did understand, they would repent and believe. So it's like he's intentionally making them not understand, even though if they did understand, they would repent. But he's like, well, I can't have that, so I'm going to make them not understand. So, yeah.
All right. So he's very easy. I would never tell you to become a Christian. I keep clicking on the options instead of the. Okay. Until you get to know Jesus.
Yeah, I tried that for 35 years.
But how do you know Jesus and it's not like another spirit? Like if it, I know I get it if it matches up with the Bible, but like you can like if you're talking to like if it's not Jesus and it's like a demon or something talking to demons, like follow me, I look like Jesus, and and then like adds a bunch of stuff like these are new commandments and they're kind of like the ones in the Bible, but like Jesus never actually said that we can verify. So how do you know you're not just crazy or talking to yourself?
Yep.
You got yourself in your Jesus-shaped hole.
Hey, sometimes you just got to fill your own holes.
And honestly, that's what happened when I left Christianity and got better. Is I found me in my Jesus-shaped hole. I was there all along.
Yes. All right. Let's keep going with the Frank though.
To the Frank.
Because what's the assumption? Everybody wants to go to heaven. That is not true. Who's in heaven? Jesus is in heaven. There have been people running from Jesus their entire lives. What's he going to do in the afterlife? Hey, where are you going? You with me now. Get over here.
Why is he chasing me?
You say, well, what's all...
And again, why is this the only option? Why isn't it... Well, people don't like Jesus. Well, because what's the thing I've heard from so many Christians, like when I say things like again, I don't believe in their God, and I believe Jesus was a person, but I believe he's dead now. So, but I'll still say things. But if this all is true, here's some things I don't like about it. Here's some things I disagree with it about. And they're like, oh, well, you just only don't like God or you don't like Jesus because it just hasn't been presented to you properly. So if that's the case, then once I actually get to heaven and see him, won't it then be presented to me properly? And then it'll be so obvious and then I will want to be with him? But Frank's telling me, nope, once you actually see Jesus, you're still going to hate him. It's like, then how awesome is he really if I'm still not going to want to be with him once I see him?
Yeah, if somebody's running at you and your response is to run away, it's because they scare you. All right, so Puck Wedgie, Puke Wedgie. Anyway, says religion is indeed man-made and does a huge disservice to people to keep them in the dark about the truth. Jesus is the king of this realm. It's not religion, it's just facts. One thing, you're changing the definition of religion to say it's not what you have. But like if you are saying Jesus is the king, you have a religion. Like definitionally, I know that like you've explained it away as a relationship and other things are religion, or the people who get like real rigid about certain practices in Christianity, they're religious. That's a religion. But like, you can't say that word doesn't mean that thing anymore, and so I don't have a religion. Also,
Yeah.
you're just making assertions and calling them facts.
Yeah, because I always call bullshit on the people who say that like Christianity isn't a religion or Jesus wasn't about religion. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. They say, well, it's a relationship. Okay, well, how do you relate with this Jesus? Through prayer, through scripture reading, through fasting, through sacraments like communion or whatever.
Ritual.
All kind like ritual gatherings, like going to church or wherever. Like these are all religious practices. So if you're telling me that this is a religion, or sorry, if you're telling me this is not a religion, but that is a relationship, to me that just sounds like a relationship with a religion, which almost sounds worse.
Yeah.
So, if you just look at just look at the teachings of Jesus, like how he was in the Bible. First, okay, I have to go to a religious text, but never mind that. Jesus in the Gospels. First of all, he was a rabbi, pretty religious. He encouraged temple attendance. He encouraged giving money to the temple. He encouraged prayer, and not just giving money to the temple. He encouraged this widow who only had 2 pennies or whatever those coins were left, and she gave the last of the money she had to the temple. And Jesus was like, yes, that's awesome. But if he was really as anti-religion as you claim, he'd be like, woman, what are you doing? You need that money. Don't give it to the temple. Don't give it to religion. Like, you need to eat. And in fact, everyone else who's been throwing money into the temple coffers here, stop doing that. Give this woman your money instead. That's how that story would have gone if Jesus was as not religious as you claim. But
yeah, he would have started a GoFundMe. He wouldn't be like, you know what you should do is give that away.
Yep. I tried for 35 years.
Also, with your assumptions.
Dude, at this point,
I said, when I wasn't when I used to be a Christian and now I'm not anymore. Like, you thought I was like, I never tried talking to Jesus. Dude, we were both in spiritual warfare ministries and like deep into the Christian stuff, and like heard from God and the Holy Spirit, and like, you know, prayed for people and shit happened, and like that, like we were in it.
Yeah. So I'll just say, like, comments like that used to piss me off, but I'm at the point now I just find it hilarious. So thanks for your engagement. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I wasn't even actually angry. That was more like residual frustration. I'm like, dude, like, just you didn't even know, and you just were like, I know things. I know that you must have never talked to him, and that's why I should say, you should just talk to him. Okay, we never thought of that with the prayer and stuff. I mean, if only you had been around earlier. I mean, like, you know, what would we do without you? We never would have found Jesus. Thank you so much with your salvation. Like, come on, man. Like,
but also, like, if he wants to talk to me, he can talk to me. Like, I don't need some random internet stranger to tell me to talk to him. Like, that's like like I have kids. Like, if I'm feeling distant from my kids, like, I'm not gonna like send someone else to talk to them about me. I'm going to try to talk to them myself because I'm a good dad. So anyway,
if you meditate enough to talk to your magic imaginary friend, eventually you will have one. Like, that's just a brain thing that happens.
Yep. Suggestion's a hell of a drug. So.
This business about hell. Well, I used an illustration with the University of Michigan audience. I'll use it with you, ladies. I asked the ladies this question. So, ladies, I'm asking you this question. Ladies, have you ever had a young man pursue you whom you did not want to date? Some of you are going, yeah, and he's sitting next to me right now. He will not leave me alone. Whenever I ask that question, the ladies giggle and the men look at their shoes. They're like, is she looking at me right now?
Well, sorry, we interrupt this hilarious bit by Frank here. I wouldn't say I believe in evolution. I mean, it seems to be the scientific consensus, so I accept it. I do think so you both thinking higher of your ways than God. Yes, I think my ways are higher than God's because I don't think God exists, so therefore he doesn't even have ways to be of any level. So yes, my ways are higher than non-existent ways. Sure. But good question by Ember. Yeah. It's like also because like here's the thing. There's plenty of people who believe in Jesus and evolution. So or accept evolution anyway.
Yeah.
But
also, this is the best you have. This is your retort. You're just like, I bet you believe in evolution, walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a thing you can do. Like if you have questions about like what we believe and what we're all about on this show, instead of like just coming in firing with all your like statements and things we need to like, maybe just spend some time and listen to us talk, get a feel, and you can learn things that way. But
Look,
now you can still ask questions, but like the kinds of questions that you're asking, not so helpful. Still, there's still a lot of assumptions baked into a lot of these questions.
and also,
so,
when I was a
yeah.
Christian, I still would have thought that what you're doing now was somebody being an asshole.
Yeah, even
like,
as a Christian, I was like, really?
It seems like you probably think we're going to hell. So instead of trying to help save us, maybe because I just made fun of you, but like you've just decided you're like gonna like help us get there by doing things that push people away from you. That doesn't. How much do you really believe that heaven is good and hell is bad, and it's bad for people to go there if they have to, in quotes?
Yeah. See, I'm always so fascinated by Christians who will do this and like just jump into a chat on like an atheist or skeptic or otherwise non-believer show and just start proselytizing. Like, what do you think you're actually accomplishing? Like, how are you anticipating that this will actually go? I'm so fascinated by that. But
Seeth harder. Sounds like you did it first, honestly.
Like what?
I don't know. Big words. Having fun.
Does seeth mean laugh? Words. I'll do that harder. All right.
It's kind of weird.
This guy keeps asking.
The last thing I'm going to say is it's kind of not weird, expected, but like you think we're beneath you, clearly. So like you're punching down. The good guys always punch down.
And
I may sound like we're talking down to you, and we kind of are a little bit, but please understand our frustration towards you is some frustration with our old selves. And so it's like self-reflection, frustration. We're like, I used to do the kind of things you're doing right now. And I don't know if you noticed, but like Christianity is shrinking in America because a lot of y'all are like doing stuff like this. Like, so shouldn't it also be like somebody wants to be a Christian because of the love that they see they have for their enemies? Like that's also a thing.
Okay. So apparently Puckwudgie never said we're going to hell. So
no, okay, my bad. I assumed because you were all about the Jeebas and he doesn't want people to go to hell that like you probably didn't want that. Maybe you're a universalist.
Yeah, that'd be weird. I used to be one of those. But yeah. Anywho.
You out, ladies. He keeps asking you out. And you finally say, look, I like you, but only as a... Ladies, why don't you just stick the knife in and turn it? Every man has heard the dreaded friend rejection. Gentlemen, I have some shocking news for you. She doesn't even like you as a friend.
Which also, like
you as a friend. Maybe she does. She's just not that into you.
But let's hear his rationale real quick.
Friend. In fact, if she did, she'd be interested, but she's not. So move on, go to somewhere else.
Apparently, those are the only options. So if a woman is interested, what is the logic here? If a woman is interested in you as a friend, then she will also be. She's like, yeah, this whole bit is just so stupid. Also, never mind, he's apparently comparing Jesus to a stalker boyfriend or a wannabe boyfriend, like, or
Yeah.
I don't. This is just so bad because again, like, remember what I keep having to remind myself. What was the original question here? Because Frank has like such a talent of
Yeah. Relatives in hell. Kind of sad
yeah,
about it. Also, I think it's just.
yeah, because he's so. I mean, essentially, the original question was, well, what about all these like good people who end up in hell? So
Yeah.
Frank's answer is essentially in so many
They're not good
too
people.
many words, saying like they aren't actually good. That's the problem.
Because what makes them
So,
bad is they're not friends with Jesus.
oh, Melly, good point. Shit, yes, there are two or three gathered here in his name, and it's just two. It's not the or
Oh,
three.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just two. So that means he's here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you guys could like hook us up, yeah, if like Jesus could like start chatting, that'd be super helpful. Um,
If
yeah.
you're like, no, he needs to talk to you in your head. Well, then, how do I know that's Jesus? Just supposed to
Right,
assume?
right. Mm-hmm.
There's a new voice in my head. Must be Jesus.
Yay. All right, let's get back to Frank's terrible analogy. That's redundant, though. He always has terrible analogies.
else. But suppose this guy keeps coming after you and he finally says, look, I love you so much, I'm going to force you to love me. Ladies run screaming from the building. Can he force you to love him? No, love by definition must be freely given. So if he truly did love you, what would he do?
If he truly did love me, then once I died, after not believing that he existed or that heaven or hell existed, but then I find out they do, if he loved me, he'd say, okay, now that you see it's real, what do you want? That's what he would do. Oh, shit.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's fantastic.
Well, thanks for at least showing up. All right. So, all right. You got me. You got me. All right. So once I die, look, just give me a chance. Show me around. Show me what heaven looks like. Give me a peek of hell. I'll give you my answer then. Cool? Cool. All right. All right. Yes. All right. Well, good night, Marin. Darwin, bless you.
May Darwin be with you.
Sweet dreams of natural selection. All right.
All right, something about Paul Anderson back to life numbers.
But what does that even mean?
In my spirit, okay, first of all, like, so you're asking me to like, and I'm being facetious because I used to get this. But like, how do I know I have a spirit? So first I got to like have faith that I have a spirit in order to have the good and perfect gift of faith that God gives to everyone. But if I don't have it, it's my fault, even though he gives it out. I have to ask for it. Like, but we begged to keep our faith when we were deconstructed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like we were like, well, that's gone.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a whole thing. Yeah, but so if God only makes himself known in spirit, then what was Jesus? Wasn't Jesus a real person?
Right.
Didn't he?
But he also had the spirit, and also the spirit hadn't come. I guess because he couldn't have the spirit because he's one in the Trinity, and like the spirit's totally separate, but also the same.
Great response, and also with you and your descendants. Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, apparently he is this communicating his spirit? Is the chat the spirit? Is that why I'm confused? First of all, half the stuff in that book I never said, and that's true. Mountains are always moving. Have faith. Be patient. They will get where. Because of plate tectonics. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you just need to get in tune with God's will. God's will is those mountains are going where they're going. And so if you're praying the will of God and you know the will of God, then you're
Mhm.
like, hey, mountain, keep going. You're just encouraging it.
Okay, like so I don't want to get too sidetracked with these guys, but just
They would love that.
I do think I am just a body, and no, I don't have a spirit. And this is just patently false. Like, dude, read a fucking book. Oh,
Like one
fuck.
besides a creation science book, because I noticed where
Yeah,
you
like
got that.
yeah, an actual biology textbook, or find an evolutionary biologist and talk to them and learn what evolution actually is. Please, I beg you.
In a
All
vacuum
right.
of information, creation science makes sense. However, when you add information to that knowledge, it can't be anymore.
Just can't. All right.
He would leave you alone. That's what God does for us. He sends us.
Okay. Again, I wish that's it, even if I did get to heaven and I'm like, you know what, Jesus, I'm still not a fan of you. This whole heaven thing is like, it seems all right, but like, that's really all I would want is if I was still like just didn't love Jesus at all, if he would just leave me alone, but I could still just like hang around in heaven, just like, just make sure I'm not hanging out the same places he is or whatever. Like, why does the alternative have to be hell?
Yeah.
Like, why is that the only other option?
Okay, last thing I'm getting sidetracked by for now is how are you speaking right now if you are just a body? First, are you fucking kidding me? The fuck, man?
That's kind of how speaking works. It's done with bodies.
It's just like I don't. Do you think sound means sound from body means spirit? You must be trolling. Like this really comes off like you're an atheist, just taking a piss, being silly. Taking the piss. My bad. My British is a little. My British is a little off.
Oh fuck!
But that was funny.
But yeah, Puck Wedgie, you do not understand evolution, dude. Like, read a book. If you think you're gonna like win the argument by arguing with a couple of guys, like neither of us are biologists. Like, we are not experts in evolution.
No.
If you're really that tough and you're really that correct about evolution, talk to an actual evolutionary biologist with your bullshit. See
That's
how
true.
that flies.
Yeah. If creationism is so accurate, you should be able to win an argument with them.
Yeah, trying to own us, like, it accomplishes nothing. So,
except like we get shits and giggles from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, okay. It does accomplish that. You're giving us like, you're feeding the algorithm by participating and interacting. So yeah, keep it up. But
I mean, I enjoy watching people tread water real hard.
It's fun. It's fun. Like, oh well, see, this Jesus actually seems like a cool guy. A lot of people don't like me. That's okay. All I ask is you accept I love you, that I'm trying to help you because I care. That's it. All right. Well, hey.
Have you noticed neither one of these two people have taken it up with Jesus? Because I'm pretty sure this is Jesus is saying some things they're uncomfortable with, but they for some reason they're weirded out and challenging him. It's like, do you think maybe this is really Jesus? And you're like, I don't know, it could be. Or you're like, it's like real bad form to make fun of or pick on somebody like named Lord Jesus.
Puck Wedgie, you are just adorable. Keep it up. All right. Man, I can't. You're making Frank look more appealing. So thank you for that's encouraging me to get back to the video.
Cards, letters, and flowers. He sends us creation. He sends us conscience. He sends us Christ. He sends us the Bible. He sends us Evangel Church. He may send you a missionary. In some Muslim countries now, he's appearing to Muslims in dreams and visions, so much so that they're advertising this on billboards. If you saw the man in the white robe, call this number.
Wait, certainly it can't be people like trying to like make money off of people or trying to convince them that they're a prophet or I can connect you with them. It's like, what are you trying to prove with that?
Yeah, I don't. Also, the man in the white robe, couldn't that be the 12th Imam or whatever at the end, they have their own like end of times apocalypse stuff. I think there's a special imam that comes down, and yeah. Also, people have dreams. Like they don't
Right.
have to mean anything. If they mean anything, it means your brain is processing something, and like that's how the image comes across to you. Like you've given it the meaning that.
All right. So, but I want to like back up for like one more thing that Frank is talking about here. Like, backed him up too much. Oh, the computer's getting mad at me again.
It looks like just a floating torso wearing a belt, kind of, on that black background. If you squint, he's just a floating torso.
With points. So, all right.
In some Muslim countries now, he's appearing to Muslims in dreams and visions. So much so.
I'm going to need to back him up a little bit more. My bad, everyone. So
what's this elevated elbow point he's doing?
No. All right.
Sends us the Bible. He sends us Evangel Church. He may send you a missionary. In some Muslim countries now, he's appearing to Muslims in dreams.
So he's talking about the different things that Jesus might send us, including like missionaries, things like that. Okay, so Jesus sends me a missionary, but this particular missionary that he sends, just being human, maybe like incredibly flawed, maybe they're, I don't know, like some proselytizers in a YouTube chat or something like that are just like very off-putting. And you're like, okay, if this is God's representative and this is how they act and this is how they're presenting their message in ways that just make no sense, then I'm not interested. So then if someone else asks me, well, why don't you believe in God? It's like, well, my one experience of him was like through like these dumbasses who like couldn't get their story straight or were just like saying things that made no sense or whatever. And I just didn't buy it because I just didn't find them appealing. What are they going to say? They're going to say, oh, well, that's because you're putting your trust in people and not God. It's like, then why did God send me the people for me to put my trust in him? You're telling me that God is using people to reach me, but when I say they're doing a shit job, you're like, oh, well, that's because you trusted the people. Like, well, then why did God send them to me? Why is God using that method if I'm not supposed to trust them?
Yeah.
So.
And visions, so much so that they're advertising this on billboards. If you saw the man in the white robe, call this number. If God does all that and you keep saying, no, God will give you up to your own desires. He will leave you alone. You say, what could be so bad about that?
He will let you
Ladies
be happy.
and gentlemen, you know that everybody, regardless of whether they're a Christian or not, experiences some of the common grace of God. We all experience, as rain falls on the just and the unjust, we all experience love, relationships, hope for a future. You know this, right? But I want you to imagine a place where there is no love, where there are no relationships.
So
that's okay. That is a thing. How do you? All right. So like, I've actually experienced more fruits of the Spirit since I stopped being a Christian. Some of the stuff I used to chase after, like fruits of the Spirit, like agonize over, like got them now. And know how I got them was therapy.
Yep.
So it's super weird that like people destined for hell have the fruits of the Spirit, which is how you supposedly know that like you walk with Jesus or something.
Yeah, see, everything is like they'll give you all these evidence to see this is what it means like to have Jesus.
You don't know how to feel.
Also, freaks of the Spirit. That works well. But that maybe that's what we are now, freaks of the Spirit. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I love how he said, "Oh yeah," as if I remembered, but I totally didn't. I still am blanking on what I was saying. But
Words, probably.
knowing me, I would do that. Chat, what was I saying? Well, I can't remember. So I guess I'll just get to my second beer. I'm back to the good old rounding third red IPA for baseball season. Super tasty. I love this beer is probably my favorite thing about baseball.
All right, I'm gonna beer myself as well.
All right. Ooh, good album title. I'm assuming like Freaks of the Spirit. Yeah. No. If you have Fruits of the Spirit and Deconvert, those were just demons. Oh, see, that's the problem. Okay, that's what I was getting at. How you can never really tell, like all the things they give you that are supposed to be like proof and evidence of like the presence of God or what life is supposed to look like. Because what do they tell you? When you're not a Christian, you're asking, why should I become a Christian? Like, it's not just the heaven and hell, but they'll also tell you things like, oh, but once you accept Jesus into your life, you're like, be so much more fulfilled. Like, life will start to make sense, and like, you'll have purpose and you'll have joy and all the fruits of the Spirit, if you will. But if someone says, well, I actually have all those things without Jesus, or if someone does like convert to Christianity and then they're like, well, hey, things aren't working out. I'm not feeling like joy and peace and like, I'm not feeling this presence of love or anything in my life. And there's like, well, you can't just base it on that. It's like, it's not just about what you get from him. Or it's like, dude, that's literally how you sold it. Like,
Yeah.
again.
So, was it really just to go to heaven forever? Will we get to feel super awesome forever in a place that, like, for real, for sure exists?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just trust us, bro. But what about all the people who come back from the dead and have recollections of heaven and hell? You know what? That happens to people who die in all kinds of cultures, and you know what the afterlife looks like? The one from their religion. Some version of that.
Pretty much.
Or a version of something they've been exposed to, but it like never looks like something they have never been exposed to. Interesting. Pretty sure we'd be surprised by how heaven or hell looks.
Yeah. Well, see, again, that's the problem. God keeps sending people with the wrong message. Like, if God really wants me to have the right message, then he can just give it to me himself, right? And how do you know you don't have the wrong version?
How do you don't have the wrong vision?
Yeah, but because fuck you, that's why. But white stout with cinnamon and vanilla. Oh, I think you said earlier what that was called. Cinnamon Prost. Ooh,
that does sound really good.
That sounds like now a white stout.
I've had a coffee white stout before.
I've had a blonde stout. Or is that maybe the same thing?
Probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this one's a little like has more like yeast cloud or something. Yeast cloud. It's a terrible nickname.
It is kind of, but yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, that's so fucking good. All right, back to things. Sorry, did you have another beer, Matt? Or
I did. It's another Black Russia.
Ah,
so I didn't go out for special beer tonight.
Well, hey, Black Raj is special enough. It's really good. No.
Relationships where there is no hope, where there is no future, where there's just stone cold narcissistic self-absorption. That is Capitol Hill. No.
You politics. They're all evil.
All right, so Paul, I would love to answer this question, but we're kind of in the middle of a show where we're talking about other things. So,
yeah. Well, we're gonna be well,
it's
not going to be soon. It's going to be a few months from now. We're going to be on somebody's show talking about just that individually. I tell you what it is right now, but like it's also so far in the future that
Yeah, it's not till July. We'll be on with Neil, the 604 atheist, to do just that. But how's it going, Maya? Good to see you as always. Yeah. No, because you want it too much, Kip. That's the problem. Yep. See, I love how you're like, cheers to positive discourse, and then you do. Where'd you go?
we
People
call
stop
you
commenting
puke
when I'm trying to
wedgie.
click on things, like, and then you do this. Like, what? What? This is why I'm just laughing at this point. Anyway,
I don't know if we're supposed to read your name like puke wedgie, but like
I
it looks
kind of
more
want
like
to.
puck wedgie. But like
Yeah.
I think puke wedgie is better. It's more fun.
Yeah, this is true. All right. More fun than this, anyway.
That is hell.
Oh.
You're separated from the ultimate source of goodness by your own choice. And God is not going to force you into his presence against your will. This is why C.S. Lewis famously said there's
But if if he is as awesome as everyone tells me he is, then why, when actually in his presence, why would I not choose it?
Right.
It's not really making God sound that amazing if he's telling me that I'm going to be in his presence. I'm like, no thanks, I'd rather be tortured forever.
Or it's making you so evil that you can't even recognize God's goodness. Because to you, it looks like he made a universe with the potential for everything to go terribly wrong. Because that was the only way he could love us the best.
Right. And also he thought he had to give us such a capacity for evil that it would overwhelm his capacity for showing us goodness. So it's like he is not as good as our evilness is evil, apparently. So,
yeah. Jesus has a good point.
Yeah. Right. True. Yeah. I mean, then later's like, fine, you can have quail, but it'll spoil in a day. Like, thanks.
Yeah. Man, it really just sounds like I guess it was kind of a protein also. Anyway, must have been. If it was okay, if this is real. It must have been protein based. Otherwise everybody just you can't eat biodegradable like packing peanuts from heaven and live like
yeah. It's got to be can't just be empty calories. No. All right.
But you can eat a packing peanut, a biodegradable one. Tastes like Catholic Church wafers.
Mm.
So if you've never had one of those, just eat a biodegradable packing peanut.
Does it still turn into Jesus when you eat it, though?
Well, I don't know.
I love how seriously you're like, oh, that's a fantastic question. Oh, I don't. That was great. All right.
only two kinds of people in the end.
Only two.
Those who say to God, thy will be done, and those who say to God, thy will be done. Or God says to them, thy will be done. So God...
Come on, Frank. You had two kinds of people, and you fucked it up.
That was super fucking smooth.
Right? But yes, Jesus, this is much better marketing with loaves and fishes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're like vegetarian and gluten intolerant, but I guess they just go to hell. I don't know. So
also, that's such a Mediterranean motif. Just like, here's something everyone can relate to, God said. I will put it in my Bible.
oh, wait. Other people outside of this area are going to read this? Shit. All right.
Yeah.
is going to leave you alone, which is ultimately what hell is. So if some of your loved ones have died and they did not accept Christ, what do you think they would say to you right now, Ty? What would they want? What decision would they want you to make?
They certainly would want me to put my trust in Jesus.
That's the answer right there, right?
Okay, but he's having a hard time emotionally with that. So you look at his face. He's like, "You've just told me what I already had."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Plus, that to me that was so disturbing. The way he framed that. He's like, so these relatives of yours, they're obviously in hell, and we've established that that's just and good, right? But now, now let's turn. I'm gonna completely abandon that whole idea into now I'm just again going to emotions. I'm going to appeal to you. What do you think they would say to you right now? It's like, oh, they would tell me to put my trust in Jesus. It's like, oh, there's your answer.
what the
It's
people
like
who tells him that
his loved ones, like Frank. Oh, here,
in
I'll
hell?
back. Yeah, Frank. That's what Frank was asking. Like,
Why?
so
Why would you just spend all that time talking about they're in hell because they want to be there because they want to keep sinning. If they want to keep sinning, why would they be evangelical for the gospel? The
yeah,
gospel.
that's it. Yeah, the gospel. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, that is a fantastic point.
yeah, and also huge dick move to end with an applause line to get the audience to applause, which would end this guy's question. The guy's not going to be like, yeah, sure, but I refer you
that
to
was
my earlier question.
Yeah, that was totally Franco. All right, got to land this plane with some applause. So yeah, again, ask this question that's essentially a non sequitur. He's like, because even the way Frank ended it, he's like, oh, there's your answer. It's like that's not the answer. The question is, how am I supposed to feel about my loved ones in hell? And Frank's answer is, well, but they would want you to know Jesus. How? What? Yeah.
Wait, what's a weird way to invite discussion? Are you butthurt because I called you puke? No,
Yes.
that's look. It's kind of a term of endearment. Like I gave you a new name, you're accepted into the tribe now. Like it's cool. You can hang out and be a troll in the chat. It would be more impressive if you would engage in what is being discussed because we're talking about a bunch of stuff that are kind of challenges to what you're here to promote as a troll.
Oh, troll mode. It's like a troll in his moat, like rowing.
Sure. Also, it's like a troll here to promote a thing, supposedly.
Mm.
I got actually enjoyed if you actually discussed what's happening. Then we can have an actual conversation instead of you just being like, look at me in the chat.
Yeah, because also this is at least the second time you've said this very same thing. It's like okay,
just making you're acting like a bot.
Yeah,
if you do that shit.
Yeah, it's like my only response to that is nuh-uh.
It would be very cool if we had a weekly troll that we called Puke Wedgie, and
yeah, but real quick, are we real quick? Are we done with this video?
Yeah.
Was there anything? Okay.
Spooky Bed Hair in the chat. He's essentially sort of a good-natured troll, but he's also on our team.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we love us some Spooky.
Yeah, and Dr. Kip Davis is a good-natured troll as well. For a Canadian.
Mm-hmm. Well. And it's true. So, all right. So let's
I blame Kip, honestly.
I mean, you might as well. TBH. All right. So, all right. Pulling up the next thing. All right. So, any final before we get to the next video, any final thoughts on that?
Yeah. I mean, people don't. I'm not asking people to engage with the Turek.
Yeah.
Content necessarily. More we're bringing challenges. That's something to respond to.
Yeah. Also, Puck Wedgie or Puck, no ableist comments in the chat, please. We don't call people that.
Yep.
Even if it's just the abbreviation. Just no. All right. So basically to sum that video up, like this guy's like coming to Frank again, like in distress. Because again, this guy, like he said, he's had multiple loved ones of his die like within the past week or a couple weeks. So this is all like very like raw things that he's feeling right now.
Like
And
one
he's
would be enough.
Yeah. But so
I don't. It sucks because it comes across to the audience because Frank is kind of an authority figure, and even though he is ridiculous and like awesome at being bad at things, he in the most successful ways, he's not bringing anything new to the table. He's just polishing it and spitting it back out like he's amazing. So he's telling like the whole audience that like this is what you should do when someone has emotional problems about the impact of things. He's like, you should just be like, remember Jesus, problem solved.
Yeah, but
did you try talking to him? Did you? I mean, if you're having problems with it, you must not have.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, even just to me, like, it was the way he started it and the way he ended it. It was like he started it with the presupposition because basically at the heart of the guy's question is like, is it like what, like how should I feel? Like I don't feel okay about God sending people to hell. Like is that right that he does that? Or you might say, is that just, is really like at the core of it? And Frank just starts saying, but it's just of him to do that, right? So if you like, then why would it be problematic? And then he goes on like with the rest of the bullshit, but then ends it with like, yeah, just that whole thing of asking, well, what would they say to you? What would they want you to believe right now? I'm like, that was such a jarring turn there at the end. But
yeah,
so yeah, just bullshit from start to finish. So
it was
all right, but
patronizing, really.
Yeah. But yes, Kipword.
And guess what? It's Frank.
Also talking about hell. So, but this next one, are we ready to pull it up?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So
much blue. My goodness.
Yeah. I know.
Holy.
It's like the shirt wasn't enough. Or maybe the lights, I'm assuming the lights were there first. He's like, nope, the lights aren't enough. Got to wear blue too.
Right, but you can change the color on those lights. Like those are those color changing ones. So he should have gone with like an orange or something like, or if that's more if it's less contrasting colors, it's more too punchy.
Yeah,
but not more blue. Our glass is blue too.
Hard to tell. They look like it's just like black or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just that all your loved ones are in hell. Anyway, here's some stuff about Lazarus. So how do you think they would want you to get that perfect summation? Thank you.
And also some like really old school gender jokes in there.
Yeah, that too. Like him trying to do like his stand-up routine is, yeah.
Enough about you. I'm funny.
Yeah. Finally, something I can agree with. Frank blows. Zionism is not biblical. Well, I don't know. Maybe it depends what part of the Bible you read. But
also, okay, because he says Zionism is not biblical. That doesn't sound like anti-Semitic framing. I kind of agree. But I would go one further and say Zionism is just a bad idea. It's just colonialism.
Yeah, it's like I kind of don't care if it's biblical or not, and I just care if it's good.
Like, just live there and get along with everyone. Just be like, everybody who lives here gets a vote.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And dude, I told you to stop using words. Stop trying to play games with me about it.
Does anyone think Frank might be a CIA plant? Well, now we're gonna get suppressed in the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there
also,
was a program in the CIA. Can't remember the name of it, but they did push conservative evangelicalism as a tool to expand Americanism, and they definitely did it outside the country in Latin America, and there was some indication they did it inside the United States also. So I don't know if he's a plant. That's a stretch for me, but like highly possible. One of the main reasons that Cross-Examined continues to be able to exist is because they're getting mystery money. Like Charlie Kirk's thing gets a lot of mystery money. There aren't no young people. There aren't enough young people for that big an organization being like, Charlie Kirk brought me to Jesus.
Ooh.
Like, it's not happening.
Ooh. Genetically modified. I haven't watched his channel in a while. I may need to go back to
about what I forget
recent stuff. Probably maybe about what we were just talking about.
No, that's where I heard about it. Yeah, from him.
Yeah. So, well, cool. All right. So this video is okay. Now that we've established that, okay, yes, your loved ones are in hell. It's like, how can I enjoy heaven when my loved ones are in hell? So now we got to make it. So we're back to we got to make it about us. So
why have people had these questions since the beginning of the story of hell? Like, why aren't the answers in the Bible other than just trust God? Like,
oh yeah, and well, just wait.
So we're supposed to be upset about it. It seems like we're supposed to be upset about it if the wrestling with that idea has continued without a direct answer.
Yeah, but speaking of Bible being unclear, but just wait. He does have answers, but let's just see where he gets these answers. So, all right, are we ready?
Sorry, I was scanning the chat. No. It took longer than I had anticipated.
Yeah, that happens to the best of us. All right.
John writes in and says, Frank, my daughter asked me, how can a person be in heaven with complete joy and with no more tears when they know a close family member is suffering in hell? I don't know how to adequately respond. Please help me give her an answer. Randy Alcorn, who wrote a seminal book on heaven.
Okay, so first of all, there's your indication. This is where Frank's having to go to get his answer. But also, Christians, you claim that you have this relationship with God, with Jesus. It is a relationship. It's not just a religion. He talks to me, I talk to him. It's great. So when you have questions like this, why the fuck are you going to Frank Turek? How is Frank able to give you something that Jesus can't?
Well, because he's going to give it. Jesus is going to give it through Frank.
Oh, Jesus is going to give it, all right. Sorry, not really.
Gave it to Mary Magdalene. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, do you know how even scandalous today and overtly sexual it would be to for a woman to clean a man's feet with her hair in the kind of adoring way that the story depicts her in? That was clear the room, they're doing it. In that time period.
Oh, for especially yeah. Yep. Oh, well, good for you, Kip. You don't have to share, but I am curious what the answer might have been. But let's see. Ember here says one might expect a Christian wouldn't use words that are intentionally hurt. Oh, this is directed towards somebody in the chat. No idea who. But yeah. But thank you, Ember, for jumping in there. Appreciate you. Also, like any mods in the chat, like I'm not giving any orders, but feel free to use like timeouts at your discretion, however you feel necessary. All right. So let's see what not Jesus has to say about this man's daughter's like very important question, because I think this is a very good question. Like, how are you supposed to enjoy heaven knowing that loved ones of yours are being tortured forever in hell? So let's see what Not Bible has to say about it.
Put it this way, and think about this in the context of knowing your loved ones are in hell. Alcorn said this. He said, although...
so apparently he wasn't even necessarily addressing this. He was like, think about it in this context. So it's like he can't even find an actual answer for this. He's got to go...
It immediately goes to reframing the question.
Yeah, or it's like the best thing he could find. So, like, thank you, Melly.
Oh, I missed that. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do remember him saying, I didn't read the whole comment. I just saw something about, science teaches there's 500 genders or whatever.
Man, I'm glad I missed that. I would have.
Yeah, actually, Melly, I can't remember if you're a mod or if you're saying you personally blocked him. But either way, good call. For
recent personal reasons, yeah. Somebody close to me came out recently, and like in our current climate in this country, I have no fucking tolerance for anybody like speaking or acting in any way that like would hurt this person. So, I mean, I already didn't, but now it's fucking personal.
Yeah, like especially personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And same. So, all right.
It will be inevitably sound harsh. I offer this thought. He says, in a sense...
He already knows it's going to sound harsh.
Oh, Melly is not presently a mod here, Ember said. So Melly must have done that on...
Yeah, Melly is personally blocked.
Okay.
Like, well, good call. So... Liberal at the block button, so you have to see the slurs. Smart.
We may have gotten an apology about adjusting to the rules here, so benefit of the doubt currently.
Yeah, but yeah, so no phobic language of any kind, no ableist language. So when in doubt, just don't, if that's what you got to do. So, all right,
pink hands. Are these the people in hell?
Well, okay. Well, here I'll just back it up a second here, so we can get full force of what's going on here.
Sound harsh. I offer this thought.
Harsh.
He says, in a sense, none of our loved ones will be in hell. Only some whom we once loved. Our love for our companions in heaven will be directly linked to God, the central object of our love. We will see him in them. We will not love those in hell, because when we see Jesus as he is, we will love only and will only want to love whoever and whatever pleases and glorifies and reflects him.
This sounds terrifying.
Yeah, so also but real quick, like he was kind of misleading when he said, well, think about this in the context of loved ones in hell, as if this wasn't going to actually be about that, but then this actually was directly about that. So like Frank, you don't need to tell us to think about this in a context that he's literally explicitly having it in the context of himself. So
Titan Uranus is here.
Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So, also, not clearly puke. So,
what's the clearly?
Talking about his, even though it was an abbreviation of an ableist slur, he's like, I wasn't actually insulting anyone. It's like, dude,
Well,
first of all,
earlier,
it's not up to you whether you are insulting anyone or not.
and before that, Puke Wedgie said, "So did I hurt anyone's feelings?" Question mark. That's taunting language, and I'd be fine if we kick him. What do
All
you
right,
think?
I can do that.
Do you see it that way?
Yeah, I mean, and there's been enough other stuff, so
It's definitely not contrite language.
it's not letting me.
Oh no!
All right, Matt, you try, or if you can't, one of the mods. All right.
I think this is
So-
Puke Wedgie's goal, is to get kicked from somewhere.
Oh well, then you're welcome. So
No, okay, timeout or block? Nah, we'll just block. I don't want to fuck around.
yeah, I mean, I don't see any signs that anything will improve. All right.
Something went wrong. Speaking of CIA plants,
And also, like, I don't know.
wait,
I,
I just lost comments. It said, "Do you want to?"
I don't know. I feel like I could give
Okay,
like
wait.
half the chat. Okay, okay. Maybe I'll put this out there. Is anyone who is not currently a mod, would you like to be there? Let me know. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah. So, okay. So here's the case being made here. Again, not from the Bible, not even from Frank, but he's having to go to this dude. Okay, good. I have successful. So apparently, it did actually work. It just wasn't letting
Okay,
me know that it worked.
just
All right,
connection
cool.
problems. So surprising with this platform.
I know, but thank you, Ember. So yeah, so here's basically his answer. Like, how am I going to be able to enjoy heaven when my loved ones are in hell? Oh, simple. You won't love them anymore because Jesus. Because apparently now the way Jesus works is he causes you to not love people.
And only love him and people who remind you of him. And like, that sounds like messed up shit. That's some Epstein shit. Like, dude, there were cages that they kept children in who didn't acquiesce to this idea of being in the presence of the men upstairs. Like, and when they were, that's the kind of language is fucked up. I just realized this. Like, that's the kind of language that they used with the kids, was that like being upstairs was like being in heaven. Like, you're good enough to be up there, and it's brainwashing. Like, this is brainwashing language. It's like cult leader shit.
Right. Yeah, but this is but even like the way it's being sold, yeah, sure, that works. Presented here is basically, it's once you're in the presence of Jesus and you're so focused on him, like you're only going to love him and like nothing else. So therefore, now you don't love your family anymore, which is incredibly fucked up. But real quick, so let's see, where's like people keep commenting now. I'm losing track of other comments I'm trying to find. So Titan here, like, so talking about like not really caring about like being a mod, it's like your true power doesn't come from any artifact. So because I love your attitude, like just in the spirit of, maybe it's because I'm in Cincinnati and, you know, named after, you know, the leader Cincinnatus, who his whole thing was, I don't want power. So
it's super weird how we're like in fascist country.
yeah, it was weird. Just because like the person who's not super excited about it, like, you are the kind of person I want to give this kind of power to. So
Wait, Hugh Janus says, he's like, do you guys always ban your new subscribers? Did they subscribe? That's funny.
well, I mean, as long as they're still subscribed, sure, then that's fine. I mean, also, like, I don't want subscribers like that. If that
yeah, I mean, if people are here, like, think it's funny to offend people in, like, ways they don't understand. They're like, I don't understand why it hurt your feelings. You must suck and I'm awesome. Like, that's weird. I don't want to be around that. But if somebody wants to be like a good-natured like troll or dick in the comments, that's fine. But like,
yeah,
if you're here to just like stir up shit, like argument shit, no
all
thank
right,
you.
Hugh, like you're just like coming in hot with the really terrible question. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to subscribe. So do it real quick. And 3, 2.
Oh, Hugh Janus 8.
Why aren't you letting me block people? Yeah,
Dude,
fine.
what did we say that like tweaked the algorithm to the point where it's like, you know, I'm gonna open that faucet on the trolls a little bit?
Well, hey, it's, you know, we're getting interaction. People are, you know, engagement. That's the word.
It's back with
I'm
a sock
looking for,
account.
so.
Oh,
mhm.
would make sense. That did feel like a follow-up comment. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
is that person gone already?
Yeah, the block that it told me didn't work actually work. Anyway, again,
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Well, but it did the whole thing. Oops, something went wrong. You want to reload the entire page? Like, no, Restream. I'm in the middle of a fucking live show. Like,
That's
I don't
so
want to
funny.
reload.
That happens in other apps too, where it's like something went wrong, and it's like we broken. It's just what that means. Something. That's some passive language.
No,
there.
but whoever you are, if you're still watching, yes, keep like creating more accounts and subscribing, and then I can keep blocking you. This is fun.
No, this is what they do. They're going to be like Whack-A-Mole. They already have these accounts because this is something they do.
Yeah.
Because they don't have love.
These people are so precious. Anyway, all right. So Matt, well, I guess you kind of have given your initial thoughts on this whole take. That's right. I keep getting
No,
distracted.
it's awful. The whole cartoony people in hell shit. What the fuck are you doing? You think that's real? And you're gonna cartoon it and be like, look at all of them suffer with their hands. We didn't show their bodies, so it's fine. God.
Yeah. And yes, and we can, like, basically every other time I've blocked someone from Restream, it's worked. Like, no issues. For some reason, it's just tonight. This is the first time it's.
Yeah, there's an option. You
Given.
can put them in timeout on YouTube, or you can block them on YouTube.
Yeah. So
they're banned from chatting, but like not from watching.
Yeah. But you know, that's fine. But
These guys shut their fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm in a fragile mood with the sexuality and gender comments.
Right? Understandably so. Anyway. I love how you added him that way. That's as if that is his actual handle. That is fantastic.
What's that?
No Books Davis. I have it up on screen.
Who's No Books? Oh, I got you. That is funny.
Hey, socks are people too. Or something. Anyway. All right. So yeah, so we have a horrible, so not only is it not biblical, it's still just a terrible argument. So
yeah, it's
what? I can actually squat 5.
Why? You trying to picture us doing it? What's wrong with you?
Oh, you wanting me to do it right now? Like, I'm gonna show you my good side. But
that's funny. Like you're a gym bro. There's no way, man. You're too good at this. You are.
Okay, you had me there, Kip. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I took a while to read that.
Yep. That's all right. Okay, so back to terrible arguments that aren't even biblical. Because usually when they have to go outside the Bible for an argument, it's usually because, well, this is like the best we can do, and it might actually be kind of good, but we had to go outside the Bible to get something that's even approaching a good argument. But this isn't even a good argument. This is just more awful. Like, it might be like worse than things that are actually in the Bible. So, yeah.
No, this is bad. And also, this is like a sociopath or a psychopath that wrote this book. This is fucked up. So cool. You got to go to the person with disconnection from their humanity to answer this question. That sounds like they might have good answers.
Mm-hmm. So I'm still having trouble on my end. So yeah, mods, feel free to block some more, because this is like, how many sock accounts do you have, motherfucker? All right.
What we loved in those who died without Christ was God's beauty. We once saw in them. When God...
No.
Assertion says what?
Holy shit. This is...
When God withdraws from them, was he in them? Gross. They were not Christians. Why was he in them?
So
why's he gotta be all up in anybody?
So we can only... So we no longer love people once God has pulled out. Is that...
Well, it's the magic penis.
Oh, sorry, Kip. I mean, all right, so I guess I'll leave it to the mods for now.
Okay, there's got to be one more.
Yeah, so Kip control the trolls, and then like the mods can take care of it.
I mean, Throwing Knives Daily was my least favorite of the names so far. Puke Wedgie is perfect.
Yeah, I kind of miss Puke Wedgie now.
I miss Puke Wedgie.
Okay. If you're still watching, can you create a new account actually called Puke Wedgie? And then
yeah.
Which I love the idea that this person is like so narcissistic that they're like just still hate watching us right now. That sustains me.
Oh, but you know what? Probably
Forever
sustains them is like we're still talking about them. So
yeah, but yeah.
P.S. Lewis, so many trolls, same one.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Kip is still here. So no, he's our ringer troll. I guess that kind of made sense. So, all right. Also, like, but the other guy, he at least seemed nice. Is he still here?
Well, he didn't like the company he was keeping with that other guy.
That makes sense. So if he ducked out, that's smart. That's smart. So I'll make a prediction. If Puke fantasizes about his mommy, he'll come back to troll us again. If he doesn't, he'll go touch grass and lead his dream. Thus saith the prophet. All right, thank you, Melly, as always. See, now I feel like Frank's just trolling us as well.
Also, hey, it's kind of gross that the thing about God withdrawing forever from them, and it looks like splooge in a pool in the background.
Right? Like, thank you for that, Matt.
You're welcome. I know it looks like smoke, but it kind of looks like it, right?
I don't know. Are you jizzing smoke? Might want to have that looked at. Not by me. I don't want to look at it. But
like a genie in a lamp.
Them.
What's that?
It's like a genie in a lamp.
Now that sounds like an OnlyFans that has a market.
You got to rub it.
So. See, it works. So many levels.
I'll give you 3 wishes. Will I really? There's only one way to know.
My first wish is to make this conversation disappear.
All right.
Ugh.
I think they'll no longer bear his image and no longer reflect his beauty, although they will still be the same people. Without God, they'll be stripped of all the qualities we love. Therefore,
This is
So,
some
Matt-
science fiction.
All right, so Matt, you don't believe in God, right?
Yeah,
But you still love people.
sure.
So, but even though you
Sometimes
don't,
they suck.
no, but there are people in your life that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but does that mean that you actually do believe in God and that's the only way you can love them? Because apparently the only things we actually love about people are the things about God in them.
I mean, it's a great non-verifiable thing to believe.
Right? Yeah, because the best apologetics are all the unfalsifiable shit.
Yeah.
But yes, Deus interruptus. Thank you, Titan. See, this is you earned that shield, my friend. I did give you that shield, right?
God, hell is such a boner killer.
So
Sin just makes God flaccid. Puke wedgie, you're sad you're not here. Don't tell me you're not. We started talking about shit you would have riffed on.
Well, yeah, yep. So, oh, the puppers.
Puppies, you shouldn't let puppies drink.
All right, I did. Awesome. Cool.
I do kind of. Dude, our dog is much better when she's tired.
Yeah.
We found out she's 100% pit bull, and she has very aggressive cuddling, and it involves biting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot sometimes.
Yeah. Actually kind of reminds me of my son. He didn't bite, but I remember
He's like,
but that was one of the to me like amusing differences between my kids. Like, so our oldest, our daughter, like when she was a baby, when we would like be cuddling with her, you know, she would like do the real cute baby. She would like snuggle, and then she would sometimes even like put her hand up on our face and like kind of like stroke it like that. It's like, oh, that's great. Our son's version of that, like he would lay next to us. He would just start headbutting us to kind of like, that's how he kind of like made his space. He would just like headbutt his way in. And then once he got cozy, he would just start smacking.
that's a Stewart.
Fair enough. But but there was something else I was going to say or talk about or something.
Probably.
Oh, okay. So yes, it is a shame that we don't have Maya's. Here's my source. I made it the fuck up. We don't have that, but we do have. I'm trying to think. What's maybe like the closest thing we have to that? Oh, this probably works.
What the hell is even that?
I feel that works for a lot of the things that we talk about, and this as well.
You fucking people.
I was just looking at this. We got another one?
Yeah, one more. This one
right.
actually might actually work the best.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I keep forgetting that we have those. We definitely need to use those more often.
Man, Walter in that movie is great. Just the way he was sitting while he's saying that, and the contrast and how they're sitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That might be my favorite movie of all time. But, yeah. All right.
So this guy is actually writing some, like... If people didn't take this seriously, this is like some decent fan fiction.
Are you talking about, like, this guy?
Yeah, this guy. With
Okay.
the book.
Alcorn, I think it was his
Yeah, the guy who,
yeah,
Alcorn.
Yeah.
Or what the fuck, he wrote that book. Also, it's just like he's basically saying, don't be sad about your loved ones in hell. They're not your loved ones anymore. they're just bodies fit for torture. You're like,
Right. Melly knows. Hmm.
why? You know what I haven't done yet? I can't believe it. I haven't smoked while having a White Russian. It like needs to happen.
Yeah, that needs to be remedied. Ooh, this is a fun fact. John Goodman was your neighbor in New Orleans, used to chat in the grocery store line? Wow.
I just had a fantastic idea for a product. Okay.
You were a stand-in? Wow. Neat.
Did they even pay you? They pay you like
I still
$50.
maintain we have the coolest chat in the universe.
Oh yeah.
Like hands
Just a
down.
variety.
Mm-hmm.
So my product idea, and I'm kind of serious about this, and it's really good. A little rug,
Ooh.
all right, that you can take.
Well, if you're serious.
It's like a little Turkish rug or something that like you take with you when you're hanging out, and it's like a miniature version of like a regular floor rug, okay?
Mm.
And so you plop it down, and you can say things like it really ties the room together. That's what it would be called. It would be called the rug that ties the room together.
I would buy that. So
Like, and it's got to be like, I'm a little torn. Should it be wide enough to be used as a coaster?
ooh.
Or should it be?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because using that as a coaster would be pretty awesome, I think. So
That'd be a cool pattern on that rug. With tassels.
oh, so Titan has stories. Wow. All right.
What?
Well, anyway.
Holy shit. John Goodman and Tori Amos in the Superdome. I never expected to hear those things together.
Oh, silly Kip. You're never going to grow up. All right.
That would be amazing. That'd be a fantastic talk show.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know John Goodman can put away the alcohol and the dubs.
Oh, for sure. For sure. All right.
He's a big man with appetites.
All right. Well, we ready to get back to the painful things?
Okay.
Paradoxically, in a sense, they will not be the people we loved. Now, he goes on to say, this is speculative. He says, I cannot prove biblically.
This
think?
is speculative. I can't prove biblically. So here's, at this point in the video, my mindset was still in the, okay, so Frank's like bringing up this source that's totally not the Bible. Nothing that this guy is saying. I can't even think of where any of this would actually be in the Bible. Certainly not explicitly. I mean, sure, like with anything, you could like pick some random verses and like do all the like the hermeneutical backflips and gymnastics to get it to, well, this probably means something like this, or it could agree with this line of thinking or whatever.
Well, it must, right?
Yeah. But but I was waiting. Okay, so when's he going to be finished with like talking about this guy's book and like bring this all back, like ground it, like give us his thoughts and ground it in scripture and here, or maybe here's something Jesus said. I'm like, okay, what else we got here, Frank?
What I've just stated, but I think it rings true, even if the thought is horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on to say, not only.
Yeah, so again, it's like, I have no backing, no grounding for this, but I think it rings true. Like, okay, so then this is this one dude's opinion. How is that supposed to help? Now, here's the thing.
I get distracted. I don't know what just happened.
But just this whole like how he's saying like this answer of, well, you won't love them anymore because everything you loved about them isn't in them anymore because you only love God, really. And he's saying, like, no, this is speculative.
You don't love them anymore.
Yeah, but as this Alcorn dude was saying, like, but this is all speculative. Like, I don't have scripture for backing. Well, that should be like end of discussion then. Like, you have nothing then. You're still muted. But it looked like you were very enthusiastic.
I agreed, and I said lead with that. Like,
yeah, so
it's kind of important.
Yeah, so sorry, I need to back him up a little bit just to get my bearings again.
I've just stated, but I think it rings true.
That's where we go. So he's like, so no backing for it, but I think it rings true because here's the thing. Just like what I was saying, like from the beginning of this, like, why is this person going to Frank with this question? But the thing is, if that's what this person is doing, like when they have this, what should be a pretty like troubling, like super important question to figure out, if he's willing to go to Frank Turek, then, like I said, like, well, why should we care what this one dude says? Well, I have the feeling the person who would ask this question to Frank probably would be satisfied with an answer like that because they're like, well, I have no backing for it, but it sounds good. So I'll go with that.
All they're looking for something is they can squeeze into their theology and makes them feel good. Or expand their theology if it's some new bullshit.
Man, and Titan going off with some more stories here in the chat that I shall have to read later. But all right.
Even if the thought is horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on to say, not only in heaven, but also while we are still here on earth, our God is the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort. 2 Corinthians 1:3, he says, any sorrows that...
So the God of compassion and comfort is going to cause you to no longer have compassion for people burning in hell.
Because that's compassionate for you.
Oh, that's right. Because this is all about me.
Right.
Yeah, just like the previous video where we turned this young man's concern for, again, loved ones of his, like multiple loved ones that died within the past couple weeks. And Frank's like, oh, but here's how you can feel better. Like, yeah, they're burning in hell, but first of all, they deserved it. But what would they want for you? Like... So yeah, so that's basically all apologetics is. It's to make you feel better. That's even though like if shit like this actually does make you feel better, and I saying this as a person for whom this did make me feel better for so many years, like re-examine yourself. Fuck.
It's better enough to make the cognitive dissonance comfortable again.
Yeah, it's like this is.
Look, and it kind of makes.
Why are you like this? To quote the Weasels.
It kind of makes sense, like evolutionarily, because earlier on, there was a lot of cognitive dissonance. Like as we got smarter and smarter, or more able to be aware, it got harder. Like we got smart enough to like know ahead of time how many things could kill us or count them. Like, like dogs in the wild have a pretty good idea if they've survived what kills dogs and how to avoid it. But they haven't sat down and been like, that's a lot of things, and freak out about it.
Right. Yeah. So
it makes sense that we need some cognitive dissonance. We're here. It's super hard, super painful, a lot of suffering. Sometimes it's fun, and a lot of things try to kill us. Seems almost better sometimes to be in a different situation than all of this. But we're here. Must be good, because we're good, right?
I suppose. Yes. Always the positive effects, Maya. even if it's by way of weasels. We'll take it. All right.
Plague us now will disappear on the new earth, as surely as darkness disappears when the light is turned on. He will wipe away.
I'm going to back him up. I forget what he's talking about.
Yeah, I forgot why I cared.
Yeah. Or why I didn't. Maybe
Corinthians.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember still.
2 Corinthians 1:3, he says, any sorrows that plague us now will disappear on the new earth, as surely as darkness disappears when the light is turned on. He will wipe away their tear from their eyes, neither will there be mourning, crying, or pain, Revelation 21:4. So by definition, when you're in heaven, there will
When did he go from Corinthians to Revelation? Where was that transition?
Wasn't. Also, I was distracted by, like, he's getting even louder with the Bible verse, which is kind of a thought-stopping technique. He was already loud. I'm like, Frank, you're 2 feet from the microphone at most. Calm the fuck down. He's like, I'm not on stage all the time. I say things like you're 20 feet from me.
Because the people on the internet need to hear me. So
I'm continuously bothered that his glasses are higher than his eyebrows. Like, it's a look. It kind of just looks like batting goggles to me, or batting glasses. Like huge for his protection.
And also, so for our new guest who's coming in hot with the questions, we're fine with questions as long as they're actually pertinent to what we're actually talking about. Okay?
Ending with ellipses and everything.
Yeah, so I'm like I said, I'm not inclined to really bother with what you're typing right now if you're still in the middle of typing. So, like, save the energy. Like, if you want to ask questions, ask about what we're actually talking about, please. So,
coming in real hot in a weird way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm moving on.
Coming in all bot-like.
Yeah, coming in bot. Is that the new phrase now?
Mourning, crying, or pain. And you will know intellectually that the people that you knew have accepted their fate because they've sinned and they've rejected the Christ that died for them.
And that's how he ends it. Like, so again,
that was
never. He never brought it back around. Like, so he was literally just like reading from like this other dude's opinion and like slightly expounding on it, like
Bible.
But so it's basically, it seems like they're trying to use the logic of like, well, but the Bible says that we won't be sad in heaven, so therefore we need to come up with a way that our loved ones burning in hell won't make us sad. Even though the Bible doesn't actually give us that reason, we still need one so we can still be happy in heaven. And then they just come up with this bullshit. It's like, well, it's easy. You just won't love them anymore. Like, yeah.
This logo right here looks like it's the title for like a horror movie.
Yeah, look, especially like the animation they give it. Yeah,
and it comes
and the
in
sound
yellow.
effects there, where it's like,
yeah. Are we in hell?
Yeah. Is this hell, Frank? Is this? That's all there is to it. All right. Well, that's that video.
Well, that was things.
It was. Wow, we actually got through 2 videos tonight in only about 3.5 hours. And that's with being like distracted by some chat bullshit. So, wow.
Maybe they shortened it. Because we had to, so many times had to be like, what were we talking about?
Found us again. Curses. on the Facebook, which is for the olds.
The Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I replied to a former small group member who said a thing that was bonkers stupid. They're like, I don't remember any liberals getting. Didn't say liberals. I think it was anybody on the left. Anybody on the left. They're trying to be like nice. Like I don't remember anybody on the left getting mad when Obama killed Bin Laden. You know, like what? How basically it's the same thing. We killed the Ayatollah. We basically killed the Pope of Shiites, and it's like that's just like Bin Laden, right? It's like first of all, how fucking racist are you? Second, it was like the Iranian people are all like excited and happy, and I was like, toxic cancerous clouds of oil raining cancer down on people in the form of chemicals and sulfuric acid, and like destroying like hospitals and schools. Like, don't know why the Iranians would be excited about that.
Right.
I called the whole thing the blunder. It basically it's like, look at all the good things we're doing with all this shit, and it's how brilliant. And I was like, it's a strategic blunder. Like, yeah. So that's what Facebook does to me.
Yeah, but speaking of Facebook, another comment from Ember on the Facebook side, and yeah, that's fair. Chat bullshit makes about 80% of the show. That's can't argue with that.
Yeah, but not teaching people how to be human.
Right. All right. So, but Melly said, like, once asked your parents if they would still be themselves if they no longer loved me and were happy in heaven while I was in hell. No adequate answer.
Of course not.
Yeah, I have not been so bold as to ask my parents that yet, but fortunately, like the whole topic of like me not believing anymore doesn't really come up. But yeah, no. Oh, but I'll miss you. Like, so you're gonna be sad in heaven? That's not supposed to work.
Frank Turek says you'll be fine. Because that is the implication. You would have to be fine.
Yeah, but then they have to come up with some bullshit, totally not in the Bible reason why we'll be fine. Like that.
Like the afterlife has to obey human logic. How fucking arrogant is that? The biggest of the great beyonds. Surely we figured it out.
We didn't even need the Bible to tell us about it. We just figured it out on our own. Yeah,
we filled in the gaps.
This Alcorn jackass just pulled something out of his ass, and there we go.
I mean, look, he's figured it out. Like, he should be giving that shit away free of charge. Don't put it in the goddamn book.
Yeah, right? I mean, this is like people having like serious like crises about like thinking about this kind of stuff.
Have you read my book?
Yeah. Or now I guess like Frank's out here like bootlegging this guy's stuff. Wonder how he feels about that.
He's like, hey, Frank, you can interview me. I can be on your show. It'll be good. You'll have to pay me, though.
It's like, or I can just like take the book that I already bought from you and just like share your thoughts from that. And it's like, oh, God. So,
Lesai. That reminds me. I've been watching a lot of Smosh. It's a sketch comedy community, sort of. It's a company. They've been doing things for like 20 years as a company. Anywho, I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, thanks for taking us with you.
Lost it.
Oh. See, here's the real answer. He should have just said this. Just don't love non-believers. And you're good.
That's that toxic empathy I've been hearing about.
Yeah. That's our problem. We love too many people.
God, that really just feels like sociopaths trying to convince everybody else to be like them.
Oh, good news. Well, first of all, you're assuming my parents are saved. But
how do you even fucking know that?
Yeah. I mean,
how do you know we used to be believers? Like, maybe you've been here for a while. You're not getting that vibe, though.
Well, but he's a savior of all men, especially those who believe, not exclusively. So I think maybe this is this person is a universalist
with tier ranking.
Yeah, but I guess my main response to all the claims that you're making right there is citation needed. And like a citation that we can actually verify is true, not just like a Bible verse. Like that's just more claim. That's not evidence. That's just a claim.
I'm glad this is making you happy.
Yeah.
There is a point at which it will not.
Yeah. Just saying. But yeah, you seem nice enough anyway, especially compared to some of the other bullshit we've been dealing with tonight. So you're welcome. I mean, as in you are welcome here, not as if I was assuming you were thanking me for something. Kind of, you're welcome. Anyway.
Also, the 7X3 keeps catching my attention because it's not a lumber size. My brain keeps seeing it as a lumber size.
Ooh, 7x3s. What would you use those for?
Beating people. Just like it's just like a singular beatdown. It's just like
I don't know how I feel about how quickly you answered that. What do you do at work all day?
I don't know. I'm doing all wallpaper and painting lately. The handyman stuff is all but dried up. Which honestly is a big indication that lots of people are hella spooked about the economy. Because I had people in like sort of like middle income range to like upper middle income to like wealthy. So that means like everyone is kind of like, I'm not sure I want to spend things on stuff I could do. Maybe myself. Everybody's holding on to their money a little bit tighter, except for wallpaper.
Yeah, much cool. I guess. Good for you. But yeah. So if anyone's in the Cincinnati area and needs some wallpaper or painting or stuff done,
I do that.
I know a guy.
Or if you want tips for like handyman stuff to do at your house, like how do I do this thing? That would be kind of fun to walk people through. And I've been thinking about charging for that too. But if you're a regular, I'd do it for free.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, man, are we actually ending in under 4 hours?
I don't know.
Right now,
we're either ending or we're gonna get a second wind.
I don't know. I feel like I may be ending because, like I said, I've been tired all day anyway. But
yeah, I have been extra tired lately.
Yeah, I know. I'm confused too. But
dogs and cats living together. That was an ad lib. Did you guys know that?
I did not. I don't think.
A few of his like really memorable lines in Ghostbusters were ad libbed.
Nice.
He's a flipping genius.
This is true.
Yeah. I'm blanking on his name. What's his name?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Bill Murray might be the second coming of Jesus.
Ooh.
Like old Bill Murray. Like when you hear stories of people encountering him and like just how kind and like they just felt better about life and themselves and other people after like bumping into him. He's done a lot of shrooms also.
That probably helps. But man, so I guess tattoos are another economic indicator, which makes sense. Because honestly, that's something like I wish I had tattoos, but for me, like it's not just the money thing, but also my problem is like my views and opinions and like about things keep changing so often. So like I think almost every idea for a tattoo I've ever had, I currently would not want. So part of me is like glad I've always been
Like you wanted it for a
tattoo.
minute, and then
Yeah. But or like
Yeah.
different symbols that I felt like a real like connection with and like wanted like represent on like my body somewhere. I'm like I don't think that way anymore. Like, and not just like with the religious stuff, even like since deconverting, like all the different things that I've like thought and gone through. But yeah, so basically anymore, like the only ideas I have left is just like something relating to like being a cancer survivor because like that's always going to be the same, or like something like for my kids. But like other than that, it's like I don't even know what I would get at this point. So, yep.
Yeah. Economic indicators. I think we're in for for a deep recession. Now the Strait of Hormuz is being mined, and Iran has all the incentive to punish until they're sure they won't be punished again anytime soon. Like it's all or nothing for them now. So strategically, it just is. 20% of the world's petroleum. I don't know about natural gas. 20% of some particular petroleum product comes through the Strait of Hormuz. So you plug that up, everything gets more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Globally. So that'll be fun with the global warming and then the big giant recession, right? Just before that.
Yay.
Sigh!
That's the best sighing sound, I think, for this particular
Like the
situation.
loudest
Yes.
of sighs.
Yes. Very aggressive sigh as well. That was good. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm running out of energy.
Yeah.
So any
Take a
closing
knife
thoughts?
in me, I'm done. I've been fidgeting with my dad's old knife for like the last hour.
So this has all been a setup for that moment. That's fantastic.
Seems to be.
I love that.
I didn't even see it coming.
Those are the best. When you do things you don't even see coming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's the other thing, Titan. Like fertilizers come through Hormuz because natural gas is has something to do with getting the ammonia into fertilizers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody. Fertilizer's getting more expensive. We might see gas go up to $7 a gallon, but it probably won't be for a couple months.
All right. Well, I guess if Kip is leaving, then maybe we'll watch some Dinks. Just kidding. We're not. I can't take Dinks right now.
Let's make Kip go back to work.
Slacker. I mean,
Don't
thanks
talk
for
about your
being
wife
here.
that way.
Rude.
Oh.
All right. So, any closing thoughts on Frank Turek's views on hell and how we're supposed to feel about our loved ones being there? Or...
He's a bad person. Hell's a bad place. People who are fine with it are bad.
Yep.
No, they're not bad. mean, they could be, but not.
Well, it's bad. It's bad that they're fine with it.
Well, certainly not helping them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess in closing, Frank Turek can go fuck himself.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So thanks for everybody for hanging out tonight. Well, thanks most of you for hanging out tonight, I guess. But yeah. So remember this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll be on with Kelly, the Detroit Atheist Queen. And then in almost 2 weeks, on Tuesday the 24th, we'll be on with Marin, or otherwise known as Ms. Interpretations, talking about religion and neurodivergence, which should be a super fun conversation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to answering questions about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And also with Kelly, again, I don't know what Kelly's questions are going to be for us quite yet, but based on I've been watching some of her other episodes more recently. And yeah, she asked some really interesting questions. So I'm really looking forward to having a talk with her as well. But then coming up in July, we're finally going to get our YouTube atheist bona fides or whatever it is.
Days.
Finally being on with Neil, the 604 atheist. Look for that. I will be on with. We're doing it separately because so we can both tell our own individual stories and focus on that. But yeah, I'll be on with Neil Saturday, July 11th, and Matt will be on the following Saturday, July 18th. So super looking forward to all that. Plus more here. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Also in a couple weeks or whenever the last Wednesday of the month is, that's when we're doing our next. Yeah, the 25th. Well, that'll be our next Crossroads episode, and we'll be going over their sermon, their Easter sermon from last year, talking about the 6 evidences for the resurrection or something and a sermon delivered by currently still suspended Brian Tome. I haven't seen any updates on that whole situation.
No, we won't. We won't for a minute.
Yeah. So,
I think they're hoping. Okay, so the third-party investigation is a way to try to see if they can get the accuser to be comfortable again. Comfortable enough to not get legal about anything. So it's the first step to preventing something going to court.
Yeah. So
what do you speculation for a minute? What do you think would happen if third-party investigation says, "Yeah, you totally sexually harassed that guy"? What will there be a remedy? What would the remedy be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe okay, we're gonna do new policies. We're gonna suspend the pastor for a certain number of months. Now, if they're serious about it, they would say without pay.
Yeah,
suspension without pay. That would be
true.
Unless the third party investigator recommends amends. I don't see why it's even worth having somebody figure it out.
I mean, this sounds reasonable, but
but you wouldn't have a savior if there hadn't been whips involved in the church.
This is true. So
it was all part of the plan from the God.
Right. But speaking of Crossroads sermons, so we have promised we'll be taking a look at their sermon on Noah's Ark. Now that will either be the last Wednesday in April, which will be the 29th, unless their Easter sermon this year seems noteworthy, in which case we would do that one for the April Crossroads stream and then push the Noah's Ark back to May.
Do you think it's on location in Israel again? That'd be hella tone deaf.
Right?
But
Right.
like,
But
they would have filmed it before the war started. This
True.
one.
yeah, this one. Yeah. But with the Noah's Ark one, so Kip has expressed interest in joining us for that one and lending his expertise on what I'm sure is their very not expertise on that story. So yeah, so like I said, we're planning on having that. Is either the last Wednesday of next month or the last of April or May. So, but Kip, like if either of those like Wednesdays work for you, let us know. Or I guess if you need to be on a different Wednesday, we can work around it. But yeah, just let us know. So
Hey, I would love it if their Easter service was brought like like live from Mount Ararat. That would be hokey as hell. You know what Mount Ararat is? That's where they thought the ark rested.
Yeah.
Never mind, there were several Mount Ararats in the region.
Yeah. This is true.
None of them are super high. So you would you would have seen like other mountains in the distance popping up.
Right. Yeah, and this is also true. Not technically a war because only Congress can declare war. This is temporary military action. Yeah. So, ooh.
Well,
but Kip can make those work.
What did Putin call it? Special military operation. That was the Russian answer. Not a war. It's a special military operation. We are losing pretty bad.
Yeah. So,
implications.
Yeah. And I mean, most people don't read their magic book well, if we're honest. So,
well, it says all
right,
things 3 different ways. So,
at least. So, all right. So apparently, Kip has threatened. Promised to join us. Talk about Crossroads, talking about Noah's Ark. So look out for that. So with all these plans, still no idea what we're actually going to do next week on this show, but we'll figure something out. Maybe Matt will have some videos that he's seen that I haven't, that he can surprise me with, or not.
I am. If you, just this is like not exactly related.
Cool. Go.
For anybody who likes to watch progressive Christians say confusing things, not so erudite on YouTube. She is a women's rights progressive Christian, but also sort of Orthodox. She loves debating, and she will debate other Christians, more conservative Christians. It is really interesting to watch because she's kind of doing the same thing they are, but better. And she often wins debates because she snorts coke before she does them, or she is just hyper focused as fuck. She's talking fast and a lot, and yeah, interesting.
Indeed.
No, not so erudite. So you've watched Titan. You must have watched her. Oh, wrong thing. Oh no! I keep. What is happening?
What are you doing?
All the stink you want about her. Huh.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means, but is that like gossip? All the stink?
All right, but I guess address a couple things before we get going here. But what I heard,
I need to watch. I need to look into that.
Yeah, but apparently the last time the U.S. was actually officially at war was World War II, and everything since then has just been military action or whatever.
Yeah, as soon as the president realized they could get away doing a war without congressional approval, it was just the cool thing to do. And it's still not legal. There was a war powers resolution giving the president unilateral authorization to conduct war against terrorism after 9/11. I think that's why we had to have a war powers resolution recently to like reassert the damn Constitution, which we shouldn't have needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
We've been broken for a minute.
But Melly had a question about Crossroads. Was Crossroads into end time stuff? I mean, kind of. I mean, officially, like not super into it. Like they even will say like they have even like said from stage, like in sermons, that the rapture is not biblical, and stuff like that. So I don't think,
But
and they're
not
totally
the
not
end times weren't biblical.
right. And but they're not into the like. I doubt they have been one of the people saying like talking about this war with Iran. Like, oh, this is it. This is the end times. Like, I don't think they're there.
The deeper you get into certain communities within the church, like the church is so big, it kind of has like sects within it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, we were in one in the spiritual warfare prayer stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were definitely some people in that group that would probably be in like very much like this is the end times. And
so like the more you got into like prayer and deliverance stuff, the more you were end times believers.
Yeah, among so many other things,
or focusers, because they're like like John Q. Public, who went there, was like, I don't know, I'm not really thinking about heaven or hell. I just love God is love. Like that was mostly it.
Yeah, but
God is love. Crossroads saves. It's how it sounded sometimes.
Not necessarily in that order, but whatever that means. All right. Well, all right. Yep, I think that's all I got. So yeah, tune in this Sunday to Detroit Atheist Queen at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on with our good friend Kelly. And then, back here next week. And then the Tuesday after that, on with Misinterpretations. And just all kinds of good times. And at some point, we'll allow Kip to be graced by our presence again. Talk about Crossroads, talking about Noah and the flood. All right. That's all I got. Matt, any parting words or thoughts? Or
I
concur. All right. Then take us out.
May your things and stuff be forever with your people.
What he said. Good night, everybody.